We're live, man. Emergency stream settings. The man said, eat your breakfast, bring your lunch, bring your dinner. Same old arrogant stuff coming out of this guy's mouth. Yeah? Positive Dan will be here shortly. He'll be here shortly because I spoke to Positive Dan before the game. I didn't go to the Bournemouth game. If I could have really forced it and let me get down there, but I had a bad feeling. Spoke to Dan before the game. I told him I had a bad feeling. I said to him, "You've seen the lineup?" "Oh yeah, I'm confident in the lineup," he's saying to me. "We need to be rotating at this time of the season," he's saying to me. "Did you watch Mikel Arteta's pre-match interview? The guy's amazing," he's saying to me. "How can you not feel confident after that?" Deluded Dan. Deluded Dan. That's what we're calling him. The guy's a madman. Please get in there soon, Dan. Please get in there soon. What was that today? Shall I tell you what that is? It's what that was. It's what we've been seeing all season, people. But we're not getting away with it no more. Do you understand? Many and many a game this season, we've seen that poor football. Sideways, sideways, backwards, backwards, no cutting edge, no idea. All it takes is a team to have a bit of heart, have a bit of courage, yeah, to get on top of us, and we're in big trouble, ladies and gentlemen. How many corners did we have today? The corners have dried up, and that's what was covering over the cracks. This manager's got no idea, whichever way you want to look at it, yeah? Because the deluded Arsenal fans, the toxic positive Arsenal fans, they will put it all on the players. What was the players doing today? Who manages the players? Who puts the team out? Who puts the team out? Who signed the players? Who coaches the players? Who manages the player? Whichever way you want to look at it, it goes back down to one man and one man only. But make sure you're smashing them likes on entry, man. Smash those likes on entry. Big up Redemption. Arteta has one win in April since 2021. It's embarrassing. The season is done. Pep comes alive during these last moments. Big facts. Why is it that you've only won one game in April since 2021? Shall I tell you why? When it's crunch time, you've got no idea. You ain't got a Scooby cone, man. Do you understand? You ain't got a Scooby. And now I'm going to stick to my word. Yeah, which I said at the start of the season. I'm not going to say Arteta out until we get to the end of the season and we see where we're at. But I'm finding it very hard at the moment. I'm finding it very, very hard at the moment with this manager. Dross, you're in a title race. You've just been knocked out of the Carabao. You just lost the Carabao Cup final, knocked out the FA Cup, and you turn up against Bournemouth, and that's what we see. Bournemouth were the better side in every single department. They was bopping ball out there, yeah, taking the piss, bopping ball out there. Nothing, no cutting edge, no intensity, nothing. The players looked lost. They looked like they was beaten. They looked like this is happening again. And that's one man and one man only. Mikel Arteta. They don't believe in him no more. Yeah? If go back and watch this guy's press conference, how cocky and arrogant he is. Yeah? Come on now. Enough's enough, man. Enough's enough. Come on, big yourself up, Redemption, each and every time. Yeah? Follow the buzzard 689. Starting to see some of your fans point now about winning the league and still sacking him. your football is not sustainable when you've been found out. I can understand why, man. I'm not one of them guys that are saying that if he wins the league, then sack him. Because 22 years of pain, you win the league, I'm going to give you another season. But I can understand why they're saying that. I can understand why people are saying that right now because the style of football that we're seeing, deluded Dan, you hear my
Something
friend?
done, bro. Fucking, this club will be the death of me, mate.
I'm telling you, my bro, man. Dan, I was saying to the chat, we had a conversation before the game. I'm telling you, I got a funny feeling in my stomach. I'm not feeling confident. We spoke about the lineup. You said you was happy with it. You're happy with the lineup. We need to be rotating right now. Did you see
Mm.
Mikel Arteta's interview? Where was that coming from, Dan?
It's coming from the fact that we're top of the league, Dan, and we've got the best home record. It's coming from the fact that we've been the best team in England so far. But you had a funny feeling, and you were right. At the end of the day, it was that's probably one of my worst experiences ever at the Emirates Stadium, to be honest. And do you know what? It's like you get this feeling, and it reminded me of when we went out to United in the cup. It was the same sort of day, same sort of vibe, that eeriness in the stadium. Reminded me
Yeah, the
of when we
fans were
lost to
quiet in
Villa.
the stadium. I was watching it on TV. What was going on
Yeah,
in there,
man.
Dan?
Look,
Tell us
look.
what was
At
going
the
on
end,
in there.
listen, look. That's you can look at that both ways because you can look at that and go, I did a video before and it didn't end up going out, but because of the connection there. But I said it in my video. I said, why isn't it buzzing around here? Like when we're back, we could possibly potentially go 12 points clear. It's like, I don't know. I don't know, but like, at the end of the day, it's not on
I'll
us.
tell you
If
why it
we
weren't
go,
buzzing, Dan. It's because the Carabao Cup and we went out to the FA Cup, so the nerves are going
yeah.
to be there, Dan. Do you
But even
understand?
so, that even so, in it, I think the first two seasons when we went for that title, there was a real everyone was kind of united together, and it was real like it was unexpected. Now, like we've been in these title races, but we see how the story ends. I don't know. I don't know. It's just look. Anyway, it's not on us. If we score early, if the players give us something, if Arteta gives us something, he's asked us to come there early
With your
with our
breakfast,
breakfast,
your
lunch,
lunch,
and
and your
dinner.
dinner.
I turn up with all of that, mate. Do you know what I mean? I was there early in the stadium, ready to go, mate. Got up early, did the whole thing, mate. Just like 60,000 other fans and all these people watching all over the world at different times, different time zones. People watching at 4 a.m. It's like honestly, man, I don't know how much more I can take of it, man. It's
So who is to
poor,
blame
poor
today,
stuff.
Dan? Are you starting to see your manager in the light that you should have been seeing him for a long time, Dan? Are you
Do
starting to see what people are talking about? What I've
you know?
been
Do you know?
talking about?
Do you know why? What I will say, Dan, is with the players today, they look so nervous and so erratic, and it's like we're not a point ahead. We're not 2 points, 3 points. We're 9 points clear, and you're playing like that, and that does stem from the manager because you do feel like a Carlo Ancelotti or someone would give that calming presence, even an Arsene Wenger. Whereas I don't know, like but like for example, the sort of thing they were doing in training. I said to Ads, who's what I mean, if you think I'm positive, he's like, I said, why is he doing that?
With
And
the
why does it
pens
have
and
to
that,
be
what
done?
was that about?
And why does it have to be done in training? Where like so the media can see it as well. I don't know. Look, this listen, the performance was absolutely tepid. I feel like I have to say, Iola took Arteta to school today. They're from the same. They played in the same academy when they're 9 or 10 years old. They know each other very well. But today they pressed us and pressed us and pressed us, and not once did Arteta. Yeah, he had at half time because they were doing it from the first half. There were times in the game where he could have changed it, could have done something. We kept trying to play it out from the back. They kept pressing us, and it worked. And listen, they didn't just beat us today; they outplayed us, and they deserved the win.
They outplayed us, and at this key time of the season, Dan, once again, we're crumbling. We are
We are,
crumbling, Dan, like a cookie right now. Yeah,
we are,
damn
mate.
and damn a performance, and we can't look at that sporting game. I'm sorry, it covered over the cracks. If it wasn't for
Indeed.
David Raya in that game,
Right.
it would have been another bad result. Come up against Bournemouth, I said it. They beat us here last season. They're unbeaten in 11 games. Yeah,
Mm.
we've just gone out of the FA Cup, lost the Carabao Cup final. What is making some of you Arsenal fans be so confident about this game? You're talking 2 now, my other guy's talking 2-0, and I'm saying, how are you saying that? I couldn't call it. Do you understand? If you get me on the show before, I'll say I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to go for an Arsenal 1-0 because we should be beating them. We
Mm.
should be beating Bournemouth at home, Dan. You said it. Yeah, we've got all these home games at home. It's dropped perfectly for us. I'm looking at our next home game against Newcastle, and that's concerning. That game, I'll be
No, I just
honest.
had the conversation with my dad and people that are still saying, yeah, we can still do it. And it's like, yeah, well, yeah, on paper we could still do it, but I don't see us right now. I don't see us beating Fulham at home. I see us struggling against Burnley right now. That's how bad it
Facts.
is. They're already relegated. I just honestly, it's so weird this Arsenal team because we've scored the most goals in the league, yet we never look like scoring.
Yeah, but I've told you before about that stat. It's Mars, Dan, because over half of those goals has come against the bottom five in the league.
Mm.
Yeah, most of those goals have come against bloody Leeds and Tottenham.
And look, I have to say, a lot of corners as well. A lot of people said once they dry up, we haven't got Saka's delivery. We haven't scored a corner since Chelsea, and we've only won one game and lost three.
Another game where we got bailed out by them, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been seeing this football all season. This scared, negative football, no cutting edge. It's just all about control the game, and I don't know
Mm.
what it is, Dan. What is our style of play, bro? What is it?
It's boring. It's boring, and it was boring but effective. But in these last four games, three times in big crucial games again, probably listen. No, let's make no two mistakes about it. Every Premier League game, each one is more important than the other. So this arguably was our most important game. You go 12 points clear. They've got to play Chelsea. You know what I mean? This stream is totally different now. Everyone, we've more or less, you could say, more or less secure a league title today. Like
But that's another thing. I know people like you, Dan, and your Marties. If we would have won this game, that's the talk you would have been coming with. I think it's secured. If we would have somehow snatched the victory, you would have been talking that talk. But why would you
yeah,
be saying that? Because we could
of
do the
course,
same
Dan.
against Newcastle. We'll be in the same position that you're talking now, Dan. Yeah.
No, listen,
You
Dan. If we would have won, if we look point right at this stage, I'm sorry, all that matters are the points.
you
So if we
can't
had
trust
won that game,
Arteta and this team, unfortunately. Even if we
no,
would have beat Bournemouth, I would still not be saying 100% certain. I would have probably gone up to about 60. Do you understand? But all season you've been talking 95% and all this sort of talk. Where are you at now, Dan?
mate,
You're
I'm
looking
fucking.
dejected, my bro, man. What's
Yeah,
going on
I
over
have to
there?
be real, bruv. I'm fucking. It's 50-50, really, now, isn't it? Let's be real.
That's where we're at. That's where
Because
we're at
it's,
on our
it's, in, it's
season.
in City's hands, it's in our hands, really and truly. You know what I mean? Like, fucking hell, mate. Look, I think it could come down to tomorrow. That's how bad it is. Because if City drop tomorrow, then again, we're right back in the driving seat. And then listen, I feel like for some reason it was always going to come down to that City game. And look, you just never know. We might go and surprise everyone
We're getting
and go and
slapped at the Etihad, Dan.
get a 1-0
We're
win
getting
there. You just don't
slapped
know.
at the Etihad, Dan, because this guy's not going to go there and get some cojones and say, you know what? We're going to attack. He's not going to do it. He's going to play the same negative football, set up not to be beat. And I can understand going to the Etihad and do that. But the position we find ourselves in now, we can't do that no more. Let's just go for it. Yeah? I'm not saying go gun ho, but we've got to show a bit more. If we want to go and win at the Etihad, it's not happening. It's over, buddy. Do you understand? Let's just see what happens tomorrow against Chelsea, because you never know, Dan. On
Yeah,
paper,
look,
I'm saying Man City are going to win, but you
listen,
never know.
you never ever know. Of course, listen, that's Chelsea, mate. They've got a good record there. That's the thing. But look, Chelsea, they got a draw, I think, at the Etihad early on in the season. Of course, they've got a chance, but it's just sad that that's what we're having
Big
to
up
really
Gunnar
rely on.
Dread. He says, bring your dinner, and they serve up that tosh. They've been
It's,
serving it up all
yeah,
season, Gunnar Dread, and we've been getting away with it. All season
yeah,
it's been happening. Name me the games where we've taken teams apart. Tottenham, Leeds, Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest. All those other games were scrapey. It wasn't comfortable. They weren't
no,
comfortable games.
it's been a as as far ahead as we were or as we are at this moment in time. It's been a hard watch these games. That's for sure. It's been stress. It's not been a season where you're just smoking everyone. Like when some teams, when Liverpool finally first won the league, they had it one with 7 to go, smoking teams 3-4-0. We know it's not been like that, but at the end of the day, if we win the league, that's all that matters. But it
We
looks
have
like
to win the league. We have to
it
win the
looks
league.
like
If we
it
don't win
looks
the
like
league,
they've caught up with us.
hey, and I don't understand this why you was feeling so positive. Big up misunderstood ninja. I don't understand why you was feeling so positive after that Champions League game. I wasn't. We're meant to be slapping Sport in Lisbon, and we just about scraped over the line. Why was you feeling so positive? What, you've just got over that FA Cup knockout and Carabao Cup, and that's just the win at Sport in Lisbon. That's what makes you feel happy. It didn't make me feel happy. It was boring. I didn't enjoy watching that. It was nonsense. All me and you've been saying, I didn't care about. All I care about is Bournemouth. This is the game. This is the game we've all been waiting for. Even the FA Cup, we thought we was just gonna brush Southampton aside, but no, that didn't happen. Yeah, and we said Bournemouth is the game. This is like a cup final game. We've
Mm.
got to a cup final
Yeah,
game and been beaten. That's what's happened. Mikel Arteta's got to hold accountability. Yeah, because this is 6 years now, Dan. This is
100%.
6 years now. Yeah. That football we was playing in 22, 23, we're never going to see that again underneath this manager. I don't know what's happened to him. Yeah. But that's what you was meant to continue with. You're just too negative. The tactics are just all wrong. All wrong. Deluded Dan, did you bring your breakfast, lunch, and dinner? What a fraud Mikel is.
I bang
That's
it
it.
all, mate. It's not good. It's
He's a
not good.
fraud. He's a
It's
fraud.
not
Like
good.
I said, I'm not going to say those words, Dan. I've said it to you at the start. I'm not saying Arteta out until the end of the season to see where we're at. He's still got a chance to win two major trophies there. But from what we've been seeing all season and what we've seen in the last three games, it's not going to happen. That's what it's. If you're looking at what's going on right now, how
But
can you see that's going to happen?
Dan, look, listen. Obviously, Arteta's 100% accountable, regardless. And listen, I don't think he's really going to have a leg to stand on if we don't win anything. But what I will say is that why does this always happen to us? Like, it's not even just, I mean, in previous years, title races under Wenger, you know,
This is
we,
22
we,
years of pain, and I've said
we
it.
was
This is
always
not a
in the
Mikel
race.
Arteta thing. This is in
We was
seems to
always in
be
the
in our
race.
DNA,
And there's just something that when these, I don't know what it is. I just don't
and
know what it is.
that's why if Arteta leaves, we need to get a proper manager that's been there and done that and knows how to
Mhm.
get over the line. A Luis Enrique, a Jurgen Klopp, these type of names that I'm dealing with now. I don't want to hear all that Jurgen Klopp ain't coming out of retirement. You give him 17, 18 mil, he's coming, bro. He's
Listen,
coming.
listen, listen. Jurgen Klopp is a Liverpool man. I don't think that's the, look. If it's going to be someone, I think it has to be Luis Enrique. Obviously, um, that's the standout candidate. But listen, let's see what happens. Listen, I want to big up everyone though, man. Damn, we've got 62 people in the
Yeah,
building.
smash those likes up, people. Thank you for being
On
here.
on a brighter note, it looks like, it didn't look like it. We were on like 1,500 subs, and I thought, ooh, I said I wanted to get to 2K by the end of the season. Didn't think it didn't look like it was going to happen. But recently, we've started to gain quite a few subs. We're up to 1,800 guys. So if you're watching, subscribe, get us up to 2K, and help us get at least something out of the season. Let us get a little win. You know,
Yeah, and as you can
return,
see,
return
Mr.
of the goods.
Positive Dan right here. Yeah, he's a man in his shell right now. So all you man that have been getting annoyed by Dan this season. A lot of people have been annoyed by you. This quadruples, all this talk you're coming at. This is a man humbled right now. He's eating humble pie. This is a man that's been Mikel Arteta's lawyer all season, yeah, and now he's starting to question the guy that he's been backing all season. I know you are, Dan. You're
No,
starting
hundred
to
percent.
question him.
I just said it in my fan cam. Like, it has to be accountable because why are the players so nervous? These players, like, why are they so nervous? Surely that comes in from the manager. There's something not right there. There's something that happens at this stage of the season.
You know what
And it's the
happens? It's
same
the
things.
voice, Dan. He's been saying the same things for the last three seasons to these players. So
Look,
you're a player in the
exactly.
dressing
You know
room,
what?
and this manager's telling you we're gonna do it, and you just keep failing and not getting over the line. You don't really believe in this guy no more. And on top of that, you know he's got his ways of management. So all of these players have definitely been pissed off by this guy at one point. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
And
A
look, Dan,
lot of
there's a
them
lot of
don't
them.
like
There's a
him.
lot of them players there. Listen, they've been bought by him as well, so I'm not excusing him. But there's a lot of them that are not good enough. Ben White should never play in an Arsenal shirt again. Never.
Yeah, who's done that to Ben White though?
He should never play in an Arsenal shirt ever again. Nowhere near good enough. Mr. Kai Havertz, I know he scored a good goal the other day, but today again, trash. The defense
Absolute
today,
trash. And and
the
and
defense
that
as
goes
well. The defense gets away with a lot, yeah. But today, they were appalling. And there's been certain games where that defense has been terrible as well. I thought Gabriel had a shocker today. Saliba made mistake after mistake. I think
I
Timber
want to go,
is
but I want to get, yeah, I want to get back
big
to a statement
business.
that you've made as well. Martin Zubimendi, the signing of the summer. That's the talk you've been coming with, Dan. That Martin Zubimendi is the
At one
signing of
point,
the
it was
summer.
looking like that. Man.
He was looking like basic stuff, Dan, and you was overgassing it. What was he doing to make you say that he's the signing of the summer over everyone in the Premier League? Come off of it.
No,
He
I
is
don't think there's.
poor.
Listen, I don't think there's been that many good signings, Dan. That's what it is. So
Zubimendi is
listen,
poor. All he done today, as he's been doing
today
most of the
was
season,
terrible.
got hooked again. Sideways. When there's a forward pass, I'm gonna go back. That's what Zubimendi's on. Martinelli can't trick a trickster. I told you. You see that assist against Sporting Lisbon? Great assist, bake two man, great pass, eye of the needle stuff, and then he serves that up today. Same again from Martinelli. Sell his Clark. All of these
Yeah,
players are not
definitely
good enough. And you
terrible.
know what it is? If Mikel Arteta stays, these players may not be moving on because he's got his favourites and he's got this belief in players, yeah, that he shouldn't have. Kai Havertz don't work in midfield. Why do you keep doing it, Mikel? Why do you
I
keep
agree.
doing it?
Why not try something different today? Why not play
Max
and start
Dowman.
from the start, Eze, Havertz, and Rice, and drop Zubimendi out? Why not do that and go and attack the game?
And you know what? Redemption. Facts. He will go down as one of the most overrated and back managers when we look back at this guy. He has been back more than any manager that I've ever seen. Forget about Arsenal. He's up there with the top with the amount of money that he's spent and the amount of backing that he's had and the cult of following that he's had from these Arsenal fans. Leader is right next to me, positive Dan. That is the main leader of the Arteta brigade. I'm telling you. Jesus Christ, Dan.
Look, Caps is saying Eze ain't fit, but he came on, didn't he? He come on.
He
So
come and he done some
listen,
decent stuff, Eze. He looked lively.
he still come on. So I don't know whether he had. Listen, you could have started him. He played what 40 minutes or 30 minutes. You could have started him and then brought him off. Maybe I don't know, but something has to change because we've not been playing well. I can't remember the last game where you looked and went, "Fucking hell, we played well." I can't remember the
Yeah,
last
but
game. When
Dan,
was
you've been
that last
coming
game?
out. You keep coming out. Before all this collapse, you was coming out like we have been. We've been the best team. We've scored the most goals. You're saying, yeah,
Which is facts.
it's facts. But the football has been dross, Dan. Yeah.
It has.
Steve Springer says he thinks Arteta's lost the dressing room. What do you think about that? It's
No, not
possible.
at all. No chances he lost the dressing room. That's no chance in hell. It's for me, they're fully behind Arteta one
You're
hundred
looking at
percent.
players. Okay, if forget about Saliba, Gabriel, Raya, your Declan Rices who start game in, game out, but these other players that he shafts out, your Lewis Skelly who's playing today, do you think he's happy in that dressing room? He's not happy. Let's talk about him being sold. Do you think Ben White's happy? Ben White's not happy. He's been dropped for timber. There's a lot of disgruntled players in the Arsenal base. I'm telling you there is. Martinelli, he's not 100% happy. He's been shafted out for the whole season for Trossard. What are we
Mm.
doing there? Gyökeres is probably thinking, I'm not getting no service. What's going on? Havertz is starting in midfield. Same mistakes from Mikel Arteta. Terrorist football, Dan. Terrorist football. Let's go through some of these comments. Big up everyone in the chat, man. Make sure you're smashing that like button. 72 in there. Obviously, we'll be back here on Monday at 9 p.m. Yeah. I want to see the positive guys. I want to see Jason. I want to see Marty. I want to see what these guys have got to say now. That's what I want to see. Yeah. Dan, you look like a dejected man. I'll be honest with you, man. What's
I
going
am,
on with you,
bro.
bro?
I'm not. Come on, bro. Listen. The one thing I didn't like today was that there was people, Arsenal fans, smiling at me, and it's like, so to have the like I told you so moment. It's like you're an Arsenal fan first and foremost, so surely you're not going to take any
I'll be
like
honest with you, Dan.
pleasure in
I'll
that.
be
Do you know
honest
what I'm
with you,
saying? It's
Dan. I'm gonna
mad.
get. I'll be 100% honest with you. The only good thing that will come out the end of this season, yeah, and I don't want that to happen. Yeah, if we don't win anything this season, the only saving grace is that Tottenham could potentially go down, and people like you, Marty, Robbie, all you guys, I want to see what you got to say, bro, because you've been talking madness all season, all of you. This is the greatest Arsenal team ever, you've been saying. What do you mean greatest Arsenal team ever? What have you been
Yeah,
saying to
Dan, that was crazy talk. That was after 10 games where we hadn't conceded a goal for 10 games and we was on absolute fire. That was in fucking
Yeah,
August or
that's what I'm
whenever it
saying,
was.
but you can't jump the gun down. That's what I'm saying. You got to stay a bit grounded, man. The players
I
are
hear you,
so
bro.
big up Anthony Clark, man, each and every time. The players are so nervous because the manager's antics and action on the sideline, he's controlling instead of letting them play. Hey, he's right. He's like a man possessed on that
Yeah,
sideline, Dan. And it's
it's a
not
good point.
working.
But
Great
again,
point,
today,
Anthony.
Irola was the same on the touchline today, if not
Yeah,
even
but
more.
he is something else, Arteta, when he's on that touchline, bro. When I saw him today, he was up and down, pacing, shouting. He's doing this all the time, doing this all the time. You're meant to done that in training, Arteta. Of course, you can get in and give them a bit of confidence. Yeah, say this, that, but you're doing too much on that sideline, Arteta. Yeah, he's too controlling. This is it. How to mismanage a quality squad and ruin careers by overplaying starters and forcing injured players to take the field. And still, Dan cannot bring himself to lay it all at Mikel. Are you laying it all at Mikel at the moment,
Oh, listen,
Dan?
he's the man. I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about because whenever I said it wasn't Mikel Arteta's fault today, at the end of the day, it comes down to the manager, doesn't it? But of course, the players as well are gonna take responsibility. The whole club is just, but Arteta's at the
The reason
forefront of
why
that.
when
So
people talk about players though, Dan,
it's his fault.
is he signed all these players. Like, this is all his team. He trains them. He coaches them. He man the management. He sets up the tactics. So even if you want to blame the players, ultimately it still goes back
Yeah,
down to
listen.
Mikel
Arteta's
Arteta.
come out. Arteta's come out himself and said, the blame's with him, and it is at the end of the day, especially when you're 7 years into a journey, 100%. He's driving the ship, so he's the captain. So he's the manager. So yes, it
He's
is it
driving
is
the
down
shit.
to
You was
yourself.
shouting in my face the other day. Are you on the boat? The boat's sinking, Dan. It's got holes in it now,
The
bro.
boat is sinking, mate, but I'm still on the boat for now, mate. I'll tell you that. Are you still on the boat?
Everyone's always been on the boat,
Mm.
and that's another thing about people like you and Christian and these type of man. We just need to back our team. Everyone's backing the team, but when we're seeing shit, we're calling it out. That's all it's been
Mm.
all season. Realness. I would have taken a draw, misunderstood ninja. I wouldn't have. I would have taken that like
You
a
know what?
loss as
I
well.
spoke. It was Marty I was speaking to him the other day, and he said, if we get a draw, Bournemouth, it'll be a decent result. Do you remember I said it to you, Dan? I was like, what?
Mm.
How the fuck would that be a decent result? And he was like, oh, they're in good form and that. But listen, you just never
Dan,
know
they
what's
look
going to
good
happen in
out there
football.
today, bro.
They
All
did. They look
jokes
very good. But
aside, they was
listen,
bopping ball out there, bro.
City still have to go to Bournemouth. So look, I don't see City winning all of their games. Could
I
Arsenal
do.
go and win four
I
of our
do.
games?
I
Possible.
see them winning all their games. I'm not saying that they are, but it's highly possible after what they've done in their last two games. Slap Liverpool 4 now, won the Carabao Cup. Haaland scored a hat trick. This is a team that could go and win all their games. Because you know what's scary right now? He's got his starting 11. He's not doing this tinker thing no more, Pep. Yeah? It's fucking Semenyo on the right, Doku on the left, Haaland up top, Shirky, Bernardo Silva, Rodri. We know the team now.
Just a shame. Arteta after the Southampton game, he said it was all on him.
Arteta didn't
Today,
take the blame. He said, I apologize for the team's performance. That's not taking, that's passing the buck. You're right. That's
but
the
there was
sort of
some erratic
arrogant comments
performances out
this
there today,
guy's
wasn't it?
these are the arrogant comments that this guy comes out with. I apologize for the team's performance. Do you understand? That's like when your son goes out to a party, you leave him there and he does some madness and you say, I apologize for my son's behavior. Flipping hell.
Listen,
Take
look.
responsibility.
Listen, no one can say he doesn't protect all of them players because he always does protect them every time. You know exactly what he's
I've
going to
seen
say.
him
And
throw players under the bus like when he threw Eze under the bus. He doesn't protect no one, Dan. He's a nasty piece of
he
work.
protects all of them players 100%. If you
He's
go
a
through all of
nasty
his
piece of
interviews and
work.
listen to his stuff, he protects all
He's
of his
got his
players. And
favourites.
after
Yeah, and
Southampton, he come out and said it was his fault.
he's
But
got
look,
his
listen, Dan.
favourites.
Dan. Listen. At the end of the day, we've still got a chance. Look, we've been here before, and it feels
You
like
don't
false
believe. I
hope.
see it in your eyes, Dan. You don't believe. The only thing that you're thinking right now is if man, the only way we win this Premier League, if Man City don't do what they're meant to do. And I said it on
Mm.
the show on Monday. If Man City win all their games to the end of the season now, forget about the title. It's over. Yeah, it is over. I'm telling you right now, it's over. Man City tomorrow against Chelsea. I'm thinking they're gonna slap Chelsea, but maybe they won't. But even if they don't beat Chelsea and say they get a draw over there, they've gained pace. I can't see us beating Newcastle at home. Sorry, it's not gonna happen.
I
It's
think
not gonna
can't see us
happen.
beating
What is it?
Burnley
Just
at the moment.
say it again.
Can't even see us beating Burnley at the moment.
That's what I'm saying. I had my situation. It was just me and my son today, so I couldn't really come to the game anyway. But I could have forced it. Do you understand? I
Mm.
could have called my brother and said, "Yeah, have little man," and then get myself down at the game. I didn't feel confident. I'm not coming down to the game to see what I don't want to see, Dan. That's it. I didn't believe in it. AFC always big up yourself each and every time, man. Bring your breakfast, lunch. We now have food. That's it. We got poisoned.
Facts.
Salmonella poison, and them man there didn't cook the chicken properly, man. Joke, man. We need to sell all the front players. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that because I've said it before. We can't fully judge these players because they're playing in a system, yeah, and underneath a manager that I think is stifling them. There's no way that you can tell me that Martinelli was one of the most upcoming promising players and Odegaard had this great season. Saka's fallen off a cliff. What's going on? If a new manager comes in, we might see something different from these players, but maybe he's just coached them into shit. That's it, they're finished now. Mentally, they're done. It's not good enough. We'll have a parade for Arteta leaving. I'll tell you right now, Dan, shameful settings. I was down at the Emirates Stadium when Wenger out days with signs, innit? Yeah? If Arteta doesn't win anything this season, it will be so it was really disrespectful I done that to Wenger. I'm apologizing publicly to Wenger that I actually done that. Yeah? I will be down at the Emirates with signs. Yeah? I turned up to the Emirates with like 50 pieces of paper with Wenger out signs and started handing them out, bro. Do you understand? I'll be down at the Emirates doing the same thing if Arteta don't win nothing because I tell you right now, there's no guarantees that he's leaving if he don't win nothing, Dan. There's no guarantees.
No, I
He
think
might,
I.
bro. I heard that they was talking about signing new contracts and they're talking about renewing his contract. So even if he don't win nothing, yeah, I think the Cronkies might be happy that he's got us to a sustainable position. He's making us money, yeah, and they might keep this guy. There's no guarantees Arteta's leaving at the end of the season. I will be down at the Emirates with Arteta out signs. I promise you guys, yeah. So I'm not having it. I am not having it. And I see Robbie again today, Dan. He couldn't say nothing about Arteta. He couldn't.
Mm.
He couldn't. He's talking about the players again. What's wrong with him? I don't
Well, the players
understand
were
it.
shit, though, weren't they?
Whose fault is that?
Listen, it's
Who's
not
coaching
just
the
all down
players?
to Arteta. He can't go out on the pitch and play, Dan. The players have to take
It's
some
down to
responsibility.
Arteta. His message is not being translated, or it is being translated, and that's what he wants to see. We had multiple corners today, Dan. Why? What's happened to the corners?
I
Have we
know
been
they're doing
found
short
out?
ones and all that. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. It's fucking, it's bad, man.
The Nutbuster. It's a bit of a mad name still, the Nutbuster.
Mm.
Jesus.
Hey, come on, man. 7 more, man. Get us up to 100 people watching, man.
7 more and hit them likes. How much likes we got in there, Dan?
I don't know, bro. I'll have to check. But come on, man.
I'm
I
I'm
know it ain't
fuming,
fucking
mate.
95. So come
The
on, guys.
Nutbuster 5000 says that's a mad name. I'm fuming, mate. These fans got slapped in their faces tonight. Even if he wins the league, I want them sacked. I can't take this anymore. Now, I'm not one of these guys that agree with that. If he wins the league, 22 years of pain, I'm not going to be telling you to sack him. Yeah? I'm not going to be saying sack him, but I can
Right, it's
understand why you're
34,
saying that.
30, 30, 33 lakhs, like Shane said. Come on, guys, man. Get us up to 50, man. Come on, guys.
Smash those
Smash that.
likes, man. Oh, Shane, if you want to come in there, man, come in there, bro. Please. Seriously. Get in there with two Irish lads. So I'm saying, flipping hell. What's your dad saying, Dan?
Do you know what? My dad's usually like my dad's weird, bro. When we win, he's fuming. When we lose, he's like he's I don't know. He just told me calm down. It ain't over. He just said City have still got to win tomorrow. He just said just wait till tomorrow and see what happens. Because yeah, bro, I just I went somewhere first, bro, and just sat down and just sat there for 10 minutes,
What did you do?
15 minutes.
Cry? Did you
No, I
cry?
just went there 15 minutes on my own, just sat down and I didn't want to do my interview straight away. I waited and I went back and done my interview after. But yeah, bro, like listen, it's hard, and it all of us, especially us match going fans as well, when you're traveling to the game and you're taking time off work and you might not do something with your kids that day.
Spending your
You know,
whole hard-earned money. That's what I
my,
nearly
my,
done
my
that
son's
today. Didn't
football
spend the
training
day with
was
my
at
son.
11:30. My son's football training is at 11:30 today, so I'm taking him on the Sunday instead. But the Saturdays where his friends go, so I'm changing something like that to go to the Emirates to go and watch something, thinking I can't miss it. It's potentially history. It's like next week now, Sunday. Do I go and spend money and get a train and go all the way to Manchester and do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
In that
you're a
hope that we can go and do
madman.
something special
You're a
for.
madman. Don't go to Manchester, bro. We're getting
But
slapped.
listen,
Don't you
this is the
dare do
thing.
that, Dan. Trust me. Don't do it. We're not beating Man City at the Etihad, mate. Yeah, when was the last time we done that? 2000 and what? 12, ain't it? 13? When was that? Cazorla and Giroud. I remember.
I do feel like that is a game that we could win though. More than
Oh,
I'd be more.
stop, Dan. You're doing it
more
again. You're
no,
doing it
listen, Dan,
again,
I'm being
Dan. You're doing
serious.
it again, Dan. Just stop. You're not being serious. You don't believe
Dan,
that
I'm being deadly serious. I believe we've got a chance to go there and win. Because I don't
against
think.
against Man City at the Etihad.
Yeah, I think we could go and do a. We could go and get a dirty
What
1-0
was
if
in that
possible.
cup? I just see you drinking, Dan. Stop it, man. Just
Cavossier,
stop
bro.
it, Dan.
I had to get in the, I had to
Cavassier.
get in the brown
I
side
knew it
today,
was
bro. You
something.
get me?
I knew it was something.
Fucking
There you
hell.
are getting on to Jess about the red wine. Fucking hell. You got the hard
Yeah,
stuff,
but
the
that ain't
brown
fucking.
water.
Listen, every stream I ain't drinking, am I? You know what I mean? I needed something today. Bloody hell.
I think I need one as well. You know what? After this,
There we
I'm
go,
gonna go
mate.
and crack out
Man
the
took the
Ray
whole bottle up
nephews.
here. You get me?
Oi, it's crazy. Yeah. Alcoholics Anonymous. Let's get through some of these comments, damn
Right,
Dan.
guys, drink responsibly. Yeah, I know certain man drink on streams and end up doing silly things. So make sure you drink responsibly, guys.
Freaking hell. And you made that £1,000 bet with Jez, bro. Don't know what you was thinking.
Fucking hell.
Big
Fucking
up the
hell.
panel and chat. Big up Gaza, man. Smash them likes, people. Next sport in Lisbon. You know what? I'm not confident about sport in Lisbon no more at home, Dan. I'll be honest with you. Because
You
we
know
done a
what?
smash and grab. D Gunner. Hey, where's this guy that gets onto me all the time in the chat? No name. Where are you, bro? You got a lot to
Who's
say for
that?
yourself. No
Who's that?
name 888. I don't know who he is, bro. He's always getting onto me and saying I'm negative. Yeah. Eating out of your batty crease pause. Where are you tonight, man? Where's Sahar and these type of toxic positive fans that come in the chat talking nonsense? Yeah? Shane Goon, 75% are dead on their feet. Almost like all of my talk of rotation, which I criticize. It makes more sense now. Facts. Facts.
I think we're pretty.
Where's
So I think
Saka? And you know what everyone
we
keeps saying? Where's Saka? Oh, Saka. What the
he
fuck is
made
Saka
10
gonna do?
changes, man, against Southampton, man. He's been
What is
making
Saka
changes,
gonna do
man.
when he comes back, people? What have you been seeing from Saka that you're upset that he's out right now? What's he gonna do when he comes back? He's been pants. He's not the same Saka. I don't miss him. I do not miss Saka. Sorry. Get Max Dowman on. I said it. We need to be starting Max Dowman for the rest of the season. That's only 7, 8 games. He needs to start every
Six,
game.
six
He's
games,
up.
man.
Is it 6 games? I'm talking about in the Champions League. If we get through in it, 7, 8 games maybe,
Oh
innit?
yeah.
Start Max Dowman every game. That's it. Arteta out, man. Arteta's only fans had their fun. Time to do what's best for Arsenal, and that's Enrique and Berta moving forward. That's what it's looking like right now. Because I can't see us winning anything this season. Even if we beat Sporting, which is now questionable. Yeah? We go and play at Atletico Madrid or Barcelona. This ain't the knockout stages. We see it last season. We beat PSG in the knockout in the group stage. And then when we got to the knockout stages, see you later. Bye. It's over, buddy. Arteta out. There's a lot of Arteta outs in this chat, man. We need to all relax. This is the hardest part of the season that ultimately a club has failed at this hurdle for 22 years. We don't need to relax. How can we relax right now? This is 22 years of pain. How do you tell someone that's been punched in their face 22 years in a row to relax when they come outside their front door? No, they're going to be on edge because they think they're going to get punched in the face again. Make it make sense. There's no relaxing right now. Arteta out. Oh, this is a good question. Oh, Hugo. You two got into it today, man. Hey,
Yeah, because
Monday.
look, listen, because some people they get carried away, and we can all be angry, and we listen. I get anyone cussing Arteta now, or cussing the players, or cussing whoever they want, and you listen. You can have your "I told you so" moment if we don't go and win the league, but when what he said was that we should have won the league, like I don't know, like ages ago, like with 10 games to go, like only one team has ever won the league with 7 games to go, and that was
It's an
Liverpool in the
irrelevant
COVID year.
stat though, Dan, because he's right in what we're saying. We should not
No,
only
no,
be
no, no, no,
9 points.
no,
We should be
no, no,
about
no,
15 points clear right
no
now, Dan.
team. No team, no team has the right to be that many
We
points clear
had
to
the
win the
right
league
this
with
season.
games to go.
We
We
had the
didn't.
right this
We
season
didn't.
when we was 1-0 up against Sunderland and we chose to
Yeah,
sit
but
back.
this
When
happens
it
in
was
games
10
of
men
football,
against
though.
Chelsea, when
Yeah,
Liverpool
but Dan,
rocked up to the
you're
Emirates
handpicking
Stadium
games.
and he
What
played that
about
negative football, they
what
didn't have
about
a
games
striker,
when it was
Dan.
0-0 and we won 1-0? You know what I'm saying? Listen,
But
you can't
Dan,
say that.
there's
At the
been
end of the
many games
day,
this season. I can
at the end of the
understand,
day,
Dan,
we
if
should win the league. As simple as that.
Dan,
And if
I
we
can
don't,
understand if
it's an
you're saying
absolute
all these games
disaster.
that we're talking about, it's the negative football that we saw today, rinse and repeat. These games that I'm alluding to, your Sunderland when Chelsea went down to 10 men, your Liverpool when they rocked up with no striker, Wolves. These games that I'm talking about is rinse and repeat of what we've seen today. So when Hugo and these men say we should be 15 points clear, it's facts, Dan. It's facts.
I don't
What
agree.
percentage are you on now, Dan? Oh, you said it already.
I said it, bro.
50-50.
It's 50-50 now, isn't it, bro? It's in their
From
hands. So
95%, you've gone down to
yeah, look,
50%.
but listen. I'm not being funny, but the bookies had City at 8-1, and we were 1-8 on, and now that's totally changed. Things change, results change, so obviously things are good. That changes. If Chelsea go and win tomorrow, I'll be up to 75% again. It's just the way it goes. It's basic maths, really, isn't it? You know.
Boy, I'm gonna put a blue shirt on tomorrow and hope for the best. Bournemouth playing with more conviction than billion-dollar Arteta team. Facts. They bopped us off the park. They was playing silky stuff, ones, twos, round corners. They was all over us. And every time we got the ball, it was a slow, lethargic, poor stuff. Don't no one tell me that.
Backwards passing, it was
Don't
awful.
anyone
David
ever tell
Raya,
me
David
what
Raya
was
had
he
a
doing today?
stinker. Terrible.
What was he doing
Shocking.
today with his distribution? Do you think you're an outfield player,
Shocking.
David Raya?
Yeah.
Yeah? All
You
this
know he had
talk
the
has got
second
to his
most
head.
he had the second most passes for us today. It's crazy, isn't it?
Madness. Absolute madness. Crazy stuff. He's instilled cowardice into this team. Facts. Kill me when Arteta fans say he's Barcelona bound and will win trophies. Their fans will run him out of the club in weeks if he played that football there. Facts. And that's another thing that you kept saying, Dan. I guarantee you, when Mikel Arteta leaves this club, he's going to go into bigger and big things, and he's going to be managing big clubs and win major trophies. No, he's not. You know what level Mikel Arteta is? Villarreal, Real Sociedad, Everton. When Everton got Ancelotti, that should have been the other way round. Yeah, Johnny D, I can see you in the chat. Yeah, what are you saying today, Johnny D? How are you feeling today, Mister Toxic Positive? You can't go 22 years failing always at this part of the season to think it's going to be easy to break down. He's won one game since 2021 in April. What do you say about that stat? Crunch time.
Say that again.
Mikel Arteta has won one game in April since 2021.
Yeah, that's a bad stat, man.
When it's crunch time, he
Bad
crumbles.
stat. Bad stat.
Yeah, and that press conference that you was talking about, Dan, are you starting to see through the cracks and the lies and the are you starting to see through this guy now? Because I give him that he talks very well, Mikel Arteta. He says the right things all the time, and you can easily be
Mm,
tricked into believing what this guy says. Yeah, I can understand how he got that Arsenal job. Yeah,
mm.
and I remember his first interviews when he came, and I said, "Okay, Arteta, this is how you're talking." Even I was like, "Okay, he's talking the right talk." Don't believe in that talk there. He's a fraudster. He talks all the talk, but don't walk the walk. That's what it's looking like right now. Yeah? Fraudster. For the first time in a long time in Arsenal's history, can we attract the world's best manager? Let's not squander this chance. Facts. One sec. Let me just send this through. Dan, do you want to do player ratings? We'll do that in a bit.
What's the point, bro? None of them get anything.
One sec. Let me just sort this out quickly, man. Seriously, we might have a special guest coming on right now. I want to surprise you, Dan. I will surprise you. Let's
Was it
go through
just
some more of these chats, man.
the
Well,
return of
hello.
James?
Huh?
Return of James.
No, it's not the return of James, man. He's gone silent. He don't even. He used to message me 10 times a day, man. I had to message him the other day and say, "How are you, James? You all right, mate?" Thought something
Mm.
happened to him, man. But yeah, no, he's all good. He was down there today. He's another one. Delusion. Had arguments with him as well. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna historic treble, quadruple. We were saying. Friggin' heck, man. It's not sustainable. 6 years of my life wasting. The good thing, guys, that is if he doesn't win this, he's left the foundations of a very good team for a manager to come in and just
I don't know.
add
I
a
don't know.
few players
I
in
don't
there.
know. I don't know, Dan. I don't know, Dan. There's a good defense there,
The
and
foundation. That's what I'm talking about. Declan Rice, the
yeah, and
defense.
there's Declan
David
Rice.
Raya. Yeah,
That's
it's just the
where it
attack
kind of
that's just
ends.
fruitless.
Because even if we won the league this year, or if we do go on to win it, there's still about 5 or 6 players that have got to go in it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ryan, my brother, man, can just about see you, man.
Sorry, man, I'm in the Uber at the minute. Hey, boss, do you have a light? The back. Oh, you're a
That's said
G,
you have a
boss, man.
lie.
You're a
Yes,
G. Yes, yes.
Ryan Kalako, Mr. Sustainable. Yeah, they
Got it.
laughed
Thank
at
you.
you, Ryan. Yeah,
What
they
up?
abused you, Ryan. Yeah, when you sat
Dan
there all
included, bro.
season. One of
Yeah?
the only people on AFTV that have been calling it how they see it, and you've been
Mm.
abused for it, man. Talk to me, Ryan. What's going on?
Brother, the whole week I've been getting abused on Twitter. You know what? Forget what people I know have been saying to me. People say I'm not allowed at this parade. So far, it's looking like a phantom parade. Secondly, I should be going to support Spurs. That's what they're telling me. I'm not allowed to support Arsenal. Oh, you're not part of the fan base. I know about more history than them. I've been supporting more than them. You know what I'm saying? Like before them, not that that makes me more of a fan, but how dare them try to say that to me? And Dan, you know what, Positive Dan, you actually disappointed me a little bit today. You know what you said to me? You said to me, "Oh, why are you laughing?" I wasn't laughing. I was an irony laugh, bro. It was an irony laugh.
still, look, at the end of the day, look, and Shane said it in the chat earlier. He said, "Oh, you have to expect that if you give it when we win." But when we win, the difference is I'm happy. So I'm gonna say, "Yo, look, we won. Arteta got it right, or whatever it might be." But when we lose, surely we're all sad. We're all pissed off.
No, no,
It's a
but
bit.
So
no, but this is the
if we
problem.
lost, if we
Level-headedness,
lost, yeah, but
level-headedness.
I'm saying with some people in their head, like they're pissed off that we lost, but at the same time, it's you know what? No, I was right. Let me smile. At least I can be
No, no, yeah, but
fulfilled about that bit.
I'm not whoever these people are. I'm not them. I would rather be proven wrong and we win this thing. And it's real when
The
people
fact
say
you even
they'd
have to
rather.
say that is a bit mad because you shouldn't
Yeah,
even
but
have to
I
say
have,
that.
it's just the fact I have to say that's a bit mad because our fan base say you're not wrong. There are fans
Mm.
that go on about I'd rather be right, or do you know what? Some people just want this manager gone, but I
Yeah, like
understand why they
people
do.
have said
No,
in
no,
the chat, I
listen.
want Arsenal to win, just not with Arteta. Like, what's that
No, but
about?
I hear that. Let me land on that point. I'm not saying I agree with it, but listen to the premise of it all. They feel like if he wins this title, look paper over the cracks and give him a longer contract, then we have to tolerate this for a lot longer. I'm not saying that I don't want us to win because I want us to win this Premier League and get him sacked. Yeah,
Big
but
up, Phil.
even if we win this Premier League, what do you call it? I'd rather he goes. If he stays, he stays. There's nothing I can do about it. I could just be vocal as I am. But I'm sorry, fans like you, fans like Igal's one of the worst, to be fair.
He's unsufferable.
But I argued with that man on Twitter Spaces in 2022. He was like, "Oh yeah, but why are you so negative? Why is everyone's telling me I'm negative?" Brother, I'm a realist.
No, but
Yeah,
That's
but
it.
I'm
Ryan,
gonna give you
I think
I'm
the
gonna
thing
give you a
is, I
tip
think
for
the
this.
thing
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
after big wins,
yeah,
you're still
yeah.
negative. So when can you be positive?
No, no,
And the
yeah,
only
because
wait, hold on.
okay.
Is
Let
the
me
only time you can be positive is when you've got the trophy in your hand.
Okay, yeah, because let me ask you this.
Right.
When I see a bigger picture, I see a bigger picture. I'm seeing these bigger wins as papers over cracks and things are not properly settled. I said at the beginning of the season, we haven't got a left winger. We need a Semenyo. Yeah, we went with Martinelli and Trossard. People were even trying to shoehorn Eze in the left, including people we know. Oh, why you be negative Eze in the left? Eze is a baller through the middle. Forget today's performance because they were all bad. But Eze through the middle, yeah? We needed a left winger. We've let City, who capitalised in the what you call January transfer window with Gehi, didn't expect us
Facts.
to get him. We got a good defence. But Semenyo, we let slip. Semenyo was begging for Arsenal. Semenyo is as much of an Arsenal fan
And
as
I'm
us lot.
positive Dan was writing it off when I was saying let's get Semenyo. He was
Oh
Wait,
writing it
what?
God,
off. You
Dan is
was.
not
What?
good.
So
You
menu.
was writing it
Me and you,
off, Dan.
me and you done a
You said
stream
we
and we done a stream
Dan,
at
I'd
the
you
love to
was
see
start of
some
the season, and I
receipts.
said I
I'd
wanted
love to see
Semenyo.
some
What are you talking
receipts.
I'm
about?
gonna get the stream back. I'm gonna get
I
the
wanted
stream
Please.
back.
Semenyo. I
You
said
was
it. I said I don't feel like we could sign him in January, which we ain't. There's
Okay,
no
so
way
but
we
we
were
feel
going to
why
sign him.
couldn't we? Okay, why don't you feel
I
we could
wanted
sign
him
him
in
in
the
January?
summer. I
No, but
wanted him
why
in the
why
summer.
couldn't we sign him in January? We never signed in January, and it's cost us league titles, Dan. The same way
Yeah, look,
before
look,
this
look.
season,
Listen, that's
we've
that's
not had
nothing to
squad depth.
do.
We
I
never
don't know.
signed in
That's to
January.
do with the board, isn't it? We spent 300 million in the summer, so
Yeah, but the previous Januaries we've not signed when we needed. Why in this summer as well?
no,
Big up the
I agree with
signings,
that.
but the first thing I said this summer, I love the signings, but we have not got a left winger. We have not. We signed a right winger in Madueke when we could have kept Ranieri and used that money towards Semenyo, bro. I'm
Shall I tell
sorry,
you what
but
Dan told me about? Shall I tell you what Dan told me about Martinelli
go on.
when we was playing Liverpool? We've got to
Yeah.
start him. He starts into prime. He turns into prime R9 when he plays
Man, why
against
don't you take this
Liverpool.
one little throwaway, little
No,
joke that I
no,
said?
Dan, because you come out with these comments and you mean it, Dan.
Dan, it's
It's
just
just
Dan.
craziness. It's not
Dan, it's tongue
throwaway,
in
Dan. You
cheek, bro.
believed it.
It's tongue in cheek, bro.
No, Dan. You was arguing
Yes,
with me.
if
You
you
was
Now you
getting
believe that,
do.
then
aggressive, Dan.
if you
Dan, you was
believe that,
getting
then I'm
aggressive.
sorry. I'm sorry that you don't know when something's serious or not. You must be stupid then, Dan,
All
because
right, all right, all right, all right, Dan.
you
So
think
what the
I'm
quadruple?
comparing
When you said
Martinelli to
we're gonna
to
win the
the greatest
quadruple, you
striker
wasn't
of all time. Come on.
Yeah,
Dan.
you
When you
did
said
say
we're
the
gonna win the
quadruple.
quadruple, you weren't
Listen,
serious
show me
then.
where I said we are winning the quadruple. I said what I said. Even that clip you sent me, Ryan, was the quadruple is on, which it was on. So
The
Dan,
I've
your
quadruple's
overheard.
on
words
for
was
Chelsea. It's gone for
uh,
The
City.
quadruple
It's a
is on.
technicality. For technicality, it's on for most teams in Europe.
Dan. You
We're
sat
not talking
there,
about
Dan. You
that.
sat there with your smug face talking about when I was talking about the quadruple before. They called me crazy. It's not so crazy now, is it?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
weren't. It weren't. It weren't because we was in the final. We was going for all four. Never did I say. You know what I said? I thought we'd win, Dan. I thought we'd win the Premier League and a Carabao Cup. And obviously the Carabao Cup is not happening. Let's see what happens with the Premier League,
So what have you taken
guys.
the
I know there's
lesson?
some people that want to get the link, but we're keeping it just as us three for now, guys. But big up, man.
Big up everyone in the chat. Big up Caps. So what,
Yeah.
Ryan? Where did it go wrong today? Because you was down at the game, Dan was down at the game. Break it down for me. What was it that you saw right there? Was it just rinse and repeat? Did he
Yeah.
get out tactic by Areola? What was going on
Yeah.
out there?
Do you know what? If I'm being honest with you, Bournemouth, Bossman, I'm going to give you a tip. Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, sorry, guys. I had to get out the Uber. Yeah, so basically, we just didn't play well today. We showed no urgency as per usual. Like, realist, Dan, wouldn't you agree? We didn't actually show. It showed this is the same kind of football we've been playing, and it's just caught up to us again.
I've been
That's
s-
the truth.
we've been seeing it all season. We've been seeing it
All
all
season.
season. Yeah,
All season.
if you take, like I said it to Dan, if you take away the two Tottenham results, the two Leeds results, Nottingham Forest and your Burnley and
Mm.
Aston Villa, name me the other games where you can say, right, Arsenal played well today and they didn't just about get over the line. It's been
You know what?
shaky all season, Ryan.
Let me also say this. Yeah, people want to dunk on this. Aston Villa at home, second half only. That's when we played well.
When
After we broke them down.
Onana got injured.
That's it. So that's the first one. And I'll also go as far as saying, and I got dragged for this at the time, Atletico Madrid at home, same thing, first half. People are forgetting, yeah? And if we play them again, by the way, we're not beating them. But those two games people are writing off so easily. I'm trying to say we did not play well that first half. It's going to catch up to us. And the sad reality is we are seeing that, and we're seeing it because a lot of these deluded fans have been writing off the problems that we've had. Arsenal are in serious problems right now. We could
Just say
potentially not
Dan,
have a
bro. You ain't got to
trophy.
say deluded fans. Just say Dan. Just say Dan. We know who it
You know
is.
what? Let's be
He's been
honest
doing
here.
it all
Dan,
season. There's nowhere to hide for him.
Dan is
There's
one
n-
of a million. Sadly, most of our fan base are mainly like Thai. To be fair, they're not on that level, Dan. But they are so irrationally positive. They don't want to hear anything negative. And it's not about negative. So no, let me say this. They don't want to hear anything real. So if you have a problem, they don't want to deal with it. It's just like, oh, just be positive. Just be positive. We've won. Just be positive. No, address the problem so they don't come up again. It's quite simple. I'm not expecting us to play 100% intensity all the time, but the same football over and over again, bro. I'm here. I'm meant to be out and having fun. I'm pissed off about the result. Why am I pissed off when I saw this coming? Because our fan base are the ones telling me that I'm crazy, bro. They're telling me I'm crazy and I'm losing my mind. It's about, what is it? Arteta 2019. I stood there at Bournemouth away, 1-1. Robbie was arguing when I said we should not be getting this manager in. Yeah. So do you know what I said in that fan cam?
That
Sideways,
was his first
backwards,
game.
sideways, backwards. Yeah, sideways, backwards. I said that in the fan cam. It's there if you look it up, bro. Sideways, backwards, sideways, backwards. What did we see today? What have we seen all season? Why are they so scared to go forward? Why are they passive in attack? This is Bournemouth. We beat Real Madrid a year ago with attacking football. Why are we shook at Bournemouth, bro?
and it's
Why
not
are we
only that
shook?
it's not only that we're passive. It's the personnel that this guy's put in and where he's playing them, which is a major problem.
Do
You
you know what I think's
understand?
a big miss? Do you know what I think's a big miss for us, boys? Without someone you wouldn't think of. I think
Go on.
Mikel Marino is a big miss, you know.
Oh, get
I
out
really,
of here, Dan.
no,
Bro, Mikel
He's
Marino.
another
do you not
dust
think?
bucket.
Do you
Yeah,
not think that?
Mikel Marino. I'm
I
telling you
think we
this
really
now.
could have done with him in this running.
I
What's
don't want to
that?
see Marino midfield. He's a striker. He's a
He's a
backup
striker
striker.
now, Marino. He's a striker. We are
No, he's
missing him,
done quite
but he's
well
not
in
the
midfield
biggest
this
problem.
year when he
Arsenal
played
fans are
them.
deluded, bro.
Marino's
Arsenal
done
fans.
well in midfield. In what game are you talking about, Dan?
There's a few times he come on and done quite well, Dan.
What?
I just
See?
think he would have been good for the running because he can play multiple positions. I think he'd have been a good player.
Let's not do that. Where are you riding, man? All types of
I'm just.
gal and bits and bobs going on.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to go in a sec still, but yeah, man. I'll be back. That and positive. Dan, we ain't done yet, man. The way you looked at me and said, "Why are you laughing? Why are you happy?" I was not happy, bro.
He was not
I'm
laughing.
hurting.
He
Can't be
was. He
happy
was
when
sweating.
Arsenal are losing, my guy.
It's an irony smile, like I told you so. Bro, I'm hurting. I'm
And
spending
there's going to
money
be
to
a
go
lot
and
of
watch this
people
crap.
that will
You're
do the
going
same
out now. You're
thing.
going out to celebrate our loss, mate. Don't try it.
No,
You're
it's
just
someone's
sitting
birthday
outside the
today.
club, bro.
No, this is a pub, bro, in Dead Ends, bro.
You're going to
I'm in
celebrate in the
Dead
club.
Ends. I'm in Dead Ends still, but yeah. People, them, I'll be back, man. Monday, yeah?
Monday,
Monday,
nine
man. Let's
o'clock.
go. Good
All right,
night.
love, man. You know I got love for you both, man. Good luck in
Come
the
on.
thing. I'll
Bless,
Hey,
watch this
bless
back
up,
man.
as well.
Raf.
Have a good night.
Cool. Make sure you subscribe, people, yeah? Cool.
Come on.
Big up. Yeah, Dan. As I said, he said the same football, but it's the personnel this guy's putting. I don't want to see Declan Rice in the number 8 role. Yeah, I don't want to see it. Declan Rice should be playing number 6. That's where Declan Rice should be playing, in my personal opinion. Yeah, he hasn't got the extra bit of je ne sais quoi to be playing in that number 8 role. He's not intricate. He doesn't link up play too well. He's a number 6. He can still drive forward and drive back. That's where Declan Rice needs to be playing first of all. Martin Zubimendi, and people had the cheek to argue with me and tell me that he's an upgrade on Thomas Partey. Don't disrespect Thomas Partey. Yeah? Are you still standing by that Zubimendi is an upgrade on Thomas Partey, Dan?
Say that again,
Deluded
bro.
Dan, are you still sticking by that Zubimendi is an upgrade on Thomas Partey?
Yeah, I think he's a better player than Thomas Partey. I
Oh,
do.
get out of here, Dan.
I do.
In what terms?
I just think he's better. Listen, Partey had some absolute stinkers for us towards the end of the season as well, Dan. Are you forgetting?
Dan,
Are
at
you
one point,
forgetting? Partey was involved
at
in
one
teams
point, me and
that
you
was
were
8
saying that
points clear.
it was between him and Rodri of the best defensive midfielders in the league. Has that conversation ever been had about Zubimendi?
No, it's Sublimendi's first season, to be fair. That was after like 4 or 5 seasons. But I think Partey's
And
more.
that's another reason why you can't say he's better than Partey, because he hasn't even been there longer. You're trying to say in 6 months or whatever he's been there, you've written off Partey's 4 years that he was at Arsenal and said he's better than him. Come on now, Dan.
Look, it's close anyway. I didn't towards it in his last few years. I didn't really after that 22-23 season. I weren't the biggest fan of Partey. I have to be honest.
Positive Dan. Fans like you keep Arteta and our why Arsenal are failing year in, year out. The
That's just
scary
stupid.
the scary thing is, guys, is that if we don't win anything, you keep saying
Stupid
that
comment.
Arteta's gone. There's
Yeah,
no guarantees he's gone if we don't win
because I've
anything.
got the power, and I've got the power to speak to Barter and speak to the board and all of that. They listen to me, didn't they? Yeah, all right, sure they do. Stupid idiot, man. Shut up.
It's crazy to think Granit Xhaka. It's crazy to think Havertz is still Arsenal's highest paid player. He should not be played as a midfielder. Yeah, but for some reason this manager continues to do it and continues to think it's gonna work. Yeah, absolute madness. The man's a terrorist, man. The man is a terrorist, Dan.
What are you saying, Dan?
Yeah,
How much? What percent you want? Firstly, do you think we can still win the league?
I'm not writing it off. I can't write it off. I'm at about I'm at about 35% if I'm being honest, man. That's where I'm at. I'm at 35%, man. And that is all. There's only 35% there because I just don't know about
But
Man City. But if we're
what do you
going off,
what do you think happens against City when we play them next Sunday?
we're getting slapped, bro.
Do you think
We're
that?
getting slapped. We are getting slapped at the Etihad. I'm telling you that right now. What's going to happen is it's going to start off cagey. This is what my prediction is. I'm not missed it, Meg. Going to start off cagey, negative. Yeah, we might have a chance there and there. Man City will go up, and then we're gonna have to come out and we're gonna get slapped. It's gonna be about 3-0. That's what I predict, and I'll do that in my match prediction as well. Man City
What
3,
what
Arsenal nil.
evidence have you seen that we're going to beat Man City? The Etihad, Mr. Positive Dan. Look, there's no evidence in the last few games, that's for sure, because we lost to them. But I'll go back to last season when we were beating them 2-1 with 10 men. So if we go 1-0 up and play the way Arteta likes to play, well, we might not like it, but it very might well win us the league. So
The difference
we've got
is,
a
Dan,
chance.
that they've now got Semenyo, Cherky,
All right, we need
arguably,
5 more in the building, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Get us up to 100 people
yeah,
watching,
they've
man.
arguably got two of the
But
best attacking
listen,
midfielders in the
listen. I want to
Premier
say this
League.
to everyone as well in this chat now. Yeah, if we do go and beat Sporting Lisbon and go and beat Manchester City, because if I don't go to that City game, right, or and if I don't go to the City game and I watch it indoors, which I'm leaning to right now, not because of what's happened, just because it's just family reasons or whatever, right? I want to see 90 people in this chat when we, if we go and beat Sporting Lisbon and beat Man City. I want to see 90, I want to see all 90 of you here because when we have big wins, there's about 20 people in this
Beating
chat.
Sporting Lisbon at home is not a big win.
Not
Talk about
Sporting
the
Lisbon.
Man
I said,
City.
I said when we beat Sporting, and if we go and beat City, beat them. If we go and beat Manchester City, right?
You're
I want to
dreaming, Dan.
see, I want to see all 90 people in this chat
The best
because
we can hope for at Man
the
City is
most,
a
the
draw.
most, the most views we ever get, and I'm always here for it. People say I ain't, but I'm always here for it. Who said to do the show today, Dan?
No, you did say it, to be fair.
What I'm saying, I said to do the show,
But that
right?
was
I want to,
before the actual game. That was before the actual game. But yeah, you did say it.
yeah, come on.
Were you saying if we would have beat Bournemouth, what there would be 30
If we
people in
beat
there right
Bournemouth,
now?
then there'd be 22 people watching now. Do you know what I mean? The ones who are always there and always watch. Big, they know who they are. Big themselves up. Listen, big everyone up that's watching now. I appreciate it. Come on, all day long. But I'm just saying, make sure you come back if we go and do the unthinkable. If we go and surprise everyone and go to Manchester City and win,
It's not
because in
happening.
2002,
It's not.
in 2002, we had to
Why
go.
are you always
We
going
had to
back,
go and
Dan?
do it. No, I'm just
What,
talking about
this is
football.
Mikel
No,
Arteta,
I'm
man.
talking about
He's not
football.
got the minerals to go
There's
to the
nothing to
Etihad
do
and
with
win.
Arteta. In 2002, we had to go to Old Trafford and win and won the league there, right? I remember 98, we were 9 points behind. We had to go to Old Trafford and win, only win, and we won. And I feel like it's got to that stage now where if City win tomorrow, it's in their hands. So a draw, technically, you know what it'd be like? If Man City win tomorrow, right? They'll be 6 behind us with a game in hand, but we've got to play them. That'll be the exact same situation as it was in 23-24, right? We had the 3 point advantage. So we went there and we took a draw, thinking, all right, now we've got 5 games left. We win them 5, we win it. But we lost to Villa. They won their last 5. We won 4 and lost 1. And they won it. So we're in that situation again. City could win tomorrow. We could go to City and get a draw. So we'd still be, they could win their game in hand and we'd still be 3 points ahead of them. So right now, I think we would all take a draw against Man City. You would have to, as much as you'd want to win. If we get a draw against Man City next week, it would actually be a good result. Do you agree with that, Dan?
No, I don't. We need to
You
win.
don't think so? You don't think if we draw with Man City, yeah,
No.
we'll still be 6 points ahead of them. They'll have their game in hand, but we'll only have 4 games left. The 4 games will be Burnley, Newcastle, yeah, at home, and West Ham and Palace away. So if we win
Oh
them
fuck.
4,
West Ham and Palace away, Dan. Get
yeah,
out of here. What are you talking about?
I think
You know what? Let me not
I think
gas.
it's better being away, Dan. You know that because you don't have all that tense, eerie nastiness at the Emirates. I think it's actually better than away games for us.
Now you're saying it's better away for us, but your big
Yeah, because
fact
of
that
it,
you were coming out before that we have
no,
all these home games
we
left.
do
That
have the
was your
best
big
home
thing you were
record,
saying.
but towards the end of the season, I remember going to Southampton, drawing 3-3 there at the Emirates, right in front of everyone, in front of our fans and all of that. I remember losing to Villa, right, the year after that lost us the title. Today, so listen. West Ham are fighting for their lives, but I think we could go there and we wouldn't be attacking the whole game. The emphasis wouldn't be on us. I think we could go there and beat West Ham. Palace on the last day of the season, I think it's looking like they're going to be in the Conference League final. So I'd expect us to beat Crystal Palace. Yeah, like if Man City win tomorrow, and then we get a draw against Man City, you can't say it wouldn't be a good result, Dan, because it would be, because it would leave us with, if we won our last four, which would be Burnley and Newcastle at home, and Palace and West Ham away, then we'd win the league. So
Wait, if Man City win their
if Man
two
City
games
win
now,
tomorrow, Dan, it's down to 6 points. And then if we
yeah,
draw with them, it stays at 6 points. We've got 4 left, they'll have 5 left. So if we win our 4, we win the league.
yeah, but then they play Burnley. Then they play Burnley, Dan. That's what you're forgetting. If they
What do you
beat
mean they play
Burnley,
Burnley?
they
But
play
Dan,
Burnley in the
you're
Wednesday.
not
Then they'll
listening
go
to that.
3 points behind us.
Exactly. But if we win our last 4 games
Which
after
ain't gonna
City,
happen, Dan.
we'll win the league.
Which ain't gonna happen,
Well,
Dan. I'm
listen,
sorry.
we can say it ain't going to happen, but Burnley at home, Newcastle at home, Palace away, and West Ham away.
We ain't beating Newcastle at home. I'm sorry.
They're 4 games that you would take at the start of the season. If I said to you, you win them 4, you win the league, you take it, wouldn't you? Now, listen, the way we're playing, am I confident we'll do that? No, I agree with you. But I think even as Arsenal fans, as much as we want to go and win that game at City, and Gary Neville has said it loads of times before, and he's right, you do feel like to become a champion, you've got to go to their backyard and win. But right now, we would all probably take the draw against Man City next week. Big
Yeah,
up,
we'll
man.
take the draw.
We just got over the 100 people watching, man. So yeah, is that a first for us down without a raid? I don't know. Maybe it might be a second time or something. So big up everyone, man. And
Yeah, that's
smash
massive.
the likes.
Appreciate it. Smash the
Listen,
like, subscribe if you're not
welcome,
subscribed. All of that good stuff. We'll appreciate it,
welcome
man.
Brandon to the show, bro. Brandon,
Brandon, my guy, man. My
former guy,
guy.
man. Poor
Always a pleasure having you on,
performance.
my bro. What's
What are you
the
telling me,
breakdown,
bro?
man? What are we taking away from that game, Brandon? How you feeling, man?
I admire you, Dan. I mean, positive, Dan. I admire you. You have more fight for this football club than them players. You have more fight for this football club than that manager.
It feels like that
I
at the moment,
I
mate.
honestly don't know how you can look at anything positively right now after witnessing what we witnessed on that pitch. It was
So I've
diabolical.
been on it. I've been on for an hour, Brandon. So I've kind of like, I've done my interview as well on AFTV. I've got at the players. I've gone on to Mikel Arteta. Now I'm just looking at the future now, innit? So
But the
that's what I'm
few,
talking about. But
I
listen, you've come on to talk about the game. So obviously me and Dan have gone now looking forward rather than just focusing on what's happened. But let's talk about the game now because you're here to talk about the game.
well, the game. Do you know what? Right?
Big up Shane as well, by the way.
Big up Dan, man.
Big up,
Some
Shane.
people try to tell me, right, and try to blame the fan base. By the way, yeah, I had people saying, "Oh, the fans, they don't get behind the players." Oh, what was we seeing in the stadium? Nobody was behind the players. Shut up, mate. Yeah, everybody was there. Everybody was at the Emirates. They brought their lunch. They brought their dinner. They did what the manager had asked. But how can you be filled with confidence when you look at that starting 11 and you see Kai Havertz in midfield again? After
Facts.
previously playing him in midfield against Southampton and Man City in the cup final, and we lost both games. How can you be filled with confidence seeing that? How? When you're watching Madueke running the ball out of play like he always does on that right-hand side. Not trusting in the 16-year-old kid. Yeah? Not changing things. Not going, do you know what? Our way of playing isn't working right now. I'm going to try and do something different. Yeah? Same old crap, man. Do you know what I mean? And if you want to set the tone, it starts with the manager and the lineup. We need to see a lineup that's going to give us confidence. I had no confidence after I see that lineup. I've got to be honest. I thought
Brandon, neither did I, but I phoned Dan before and he was happy with it. He's telling me he's happy. That's what he
I've got to
told
be
me.
honest. I thought it'd be enough to get over the line. I did not expect us to not turn up at all. Yeah, but we were diabolical again today, boys. I like Premier League champion. You want to be a champion, yeah? You Jesus Christ. I can't even get my words out. I'm that fuming still. I can't get my words out. Why are we bopping the ball around at the back? Why are we so easy to play against? Bournemouth, by the way, did exactly the same thing today that Man City did to us in the cup final. You play Arsenal. Yeah? Let's see how you play through midfield when there's no passing lanes. Yeah, let's see how Gyökeres holds the ball up when you're having to play long balls over the top. Yeah, let's see how good you are at that. We're not very good, are we? So now it's down to the manager to do something different, to change it up. Yeah, to cover up some weaknesses from these players. Because I ain't being funny. I'm looking at players all across the pitch that are absolutely running on empty. Absolutely running on empty. You see Declan Rice in that second half. Yeah, he was wandering around the pitch like he'd pulled his hamstring. Kind of like, I'm knackered.
Holding his back as well, Bren. He was holding his back as well.
Zubamendi, shocking. Terrible performance. Yeah, not press resistant at all. Every time I watch this guy get pressed this season, he folds. Every time. Not press resistant at all. Amount of times he lost the ball today. Amount of times that we was just playing it around the back. People will get on David Ray's case, absolutely, because he's like, he weren't good today. But I also feel sorry for the guy because the ball's coming back to him, and who's showing for the ball? Who in the midfield is showing for the ball? You know, where's he got to pass the ball apart from sideways and backwards again? Yeah, no movement whatsoever. Right, the manager comes in at halftime. We come back out, same lineup again. 5-10 minutes in, he decides to make some substitutions. By the way, like for like substitutions again. Yeah, like for like, nothing different. But you look at the substitution, you think, cool, we're bringing off Eze off the bench. At least, at the very least, he might pick up the ball and he might drive at players. We've seen him do that at Crystal Palace. At Crystal Palace, this brother used to pick up the ball and drive. He didn't try and do that once, not once. Is that on the manager? No, it's on the players. Yeah, it's on the players. But then, again, come back to this manager. We're awful. We're 1-1. It's 1-1 and we're playing awfully. And he waits until we go 2-1 down before he takes a midfielder off and throws on a striker and changes the system, adjusts it a little bit.
Brandon, he didn't though. He just put Jesus in midfield.
Exactly.
He didn't even put him up
front. No, Shane. He didn't even put him up front. He was
coming deep to get the ball. He was a centre back at one point. You know what was going on?
It's ridiculous. And you think we can win the league playing like this? It's like they look shot of confidence. They're not at peak fitness, 99% of these players. Right? And you need to be at peak fitness if you want to play in this Arteta system. Because you're doing a lot of running on and off the ball, by the way. Yeah, on and off the ball. There's loads of players there that are absolutely out on their feet. And then we're not playing good football. We've struggled all season to get the ball into our front three. We struggled all season to create chances for our front three. Yeah, that hasn't changed. But the only difference being now is watching players low on confidence, running on fumes, and we're trying to play this same type of football. Arteta, I'm telling you now, if we want to win this league, Arteta's got to change it. He's got to change it. And I know he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. He's too stubborn.
He doesn't have the players. They're all broken up.
But this is also why I said, yeah, and people don't like it. Even if he wins the league, I would still look to get rid of the brother.
Yeah,
because it's the same thing on repeat that we've seen for 6 years, right? And cool, I'll say thank you very much. Thank you for the league title, yeah? You've done it for us, first one in 22 years. However, we can't continue like this. We need a better manager who's going to get more out of this squad and who is also going to make the right decisions at the right time. Because you have your set way of playing, right? And that's fine. Yeah, even though this season has been boring as fuck, it's fine that we play this way. But when moments get tough, this guy don't know how to change it. He doesn't know what to do.
Facts.
Do you know, if it don't work playing our way, you never see Arteta go, right, let's throw this kitchen sink at it. Unless it's like 5-10 minutes left to go. You know?
No, well, I think he done that today. He bought on the free.
Yeah, but the problem with the way that we play,
he made the changes. Like he did throw the kitchen sink. Let's not say he did.
No. We still had forward back at the end. No.
The problem with the way that we play, though, yeah, is it's all about retain, keep possession. He
right? did because we went forward and then we got caught out and we conceded. So.
Yeah.
You know,
hang on. Let me just make this point.
And we lost.
Let me just make this point, right? The way that we play is all about retain, keep possession, Yeah, don't lose the ball, don't play risky passes, etc. Right, and it's worked for 80% of the season, right?
Mm.
But now, when we're in the business end of the season and teams have started to figure out how we play and how to stop Arsenal from playing, it is now up to the manager to figure out a way around that. But these players have had it drummed into their head so much about retain the ball, retain the ball, retain the ball, that even a player like Eberechi Eze coming on the pitch, who used to pick up the ball and drive at players when he was at Crystal Palace, has had it so drummed into his head about retain the ball that he won't even do that now. He won't even do that now.
Mm.
The only one who does it is Max Dellman. And that's only because he's a 16-year-old kid and he's not had enough time with the manager to have it drummed out of him.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
every single player in this Arsenal side is a system-based player who has to be able to retain the ball, not make risky passes, etc. But when things get difficult, they don't know what they're doing. The manager don't know what he's doing.
Clueless.
Yeah. And in terms of percentage of where I am about us winning this league, well, let me just put it this way. I'm not confident we're going to beat Sporting on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because if we're being real, we won that first leg because of David Raya. If it weren't for David Raya, we don't win that first leg. So,
hey, Brandon, on Monday, I did say to you on Monday when you were still talking about...
That is how a lot of teams, big teams, though, you know, the goalkeepers do win them games, you know. So, you know,
but it's a lot of games, though, Dan. You see, that's the issue. And this
I'm just saying that singular game, you know, Real Madrid.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Real Madrid in the Champions League, many times that they've won it, most of the times, they've not been the best side, but they found a way.
But the thing is that it's even with these performances, like I was getting tired of hearing after every game, look, you have to win the games when you don't play well. That's if you've won 8 consecutive games where you're bopping teams off the park, and then on the 9th one you play shit and win, that's when that comes into play, is when, okay, well, we were playing really well, we played badly, but when you're playing, but it's more, we're more handpicking the rare times we played well. And I'm not coming over here to give it all the whole that I told you, because the league's still going on. And Dan's up there, he's humbled, he's hurting. Why would I come in and start kicking him out? What people don't get is, with fans like me and Brandon and yourself, is that whenever we say things like, this isn't sustainable, or Arteta's not the man, we always say, I pray to God I'm wrong. I pray to God I'm wrong, because we want the team to win. The way Dan is feeling now is how we felt for a long, long time. That dejected, you know, I can't see the positivity anymore because I see too many cracks. And it, you know, you'll probably wake up tomorrow and feel better. But we've been there so long now, and it's even with the, you know, the press conferences and stuff like that. Like, when you start to see through this guy, everything he says, it's ridiculous. He's coming out and he said in the press conference after the match, what do you think he's saying? And he goes, he's already flogging players into the ground. He goes, our big players who aren't here, we need them back immediately. You know, in other words, if you're injured, you're playing now from now on till the end of the season. I don't care how injured you are. And then about the likes of Lewis Skelly, he goes, oh, and the other ones just need to be ready when we need them. Just dismisses them. All the lads that aren't his favourites, the other ones need to be ready when we need them. But like he's basically telling Timber will be in training now this week because of Ben White. He'll be in training. No matter how fit he is, he's in training. When I saw that lineup, I was going, okay, well, Ben White, he can only play 4 games in a row now. And the way some fans are just saying, bin him off. He played for 3 months when he needed knee surgery. He played on a grade 2 hamstring because of this manager. And now they're saying just bin him off. Like, he gave his body for nothing.
Shane, that's right, but he is not good enough to play for Arsenal now.
Because he's ruined. Because the manager ruined him.
But for whatever reason,
he was good enough until he played. He's
not good enough now, is he? He's not good enough now.
Because his body's ruined.
But then there's also an argument now, Dan, to say
that doesn't mean you keep him, though, does it?
No, you have to get rid of him. But my problem is the dismissive attitude of the people who put up for the manager. They're the most dismissive of him. Like, just bin him off. Not, well, maybe we should question
what you
why
were saying earlier on in the stream, Dan. Just get rid of him.
But it's not questioning why he's in this state. He's in this state because his body's broken.
Why he's fallen off a cliff, or why he's getting.
But the list of players like that is endless, though, Dan. Havertz is in that situation now. He's going to break down every 6-7 games. Jesus is the same. Zinchenko's the same. Tommy Yasu is going to have to retire soon. It's no coincidence. Saka's the same. There's so many. Odegaard now is like that as well. There's so many of them. This guy sat there smug.
Shane, if you look, it's not only Arsenal that's like that. You look at Spurs.
Come on,
just for a prime example.
but they have one or two players. It's the whole
Spurs
team,
have had
Danny.
way more injuries than us this season.
You weren't saying that last season, though. People weren't saying that last season. They were saying we had more injuries because we didn't win the league.
But Spurs have had the most injuries, right? So I think all throughout football,
but they're not career-ending injuries.
So you're not putting no onus on Arteta, Dan.
No. Listen, I'm not saying it's not Arteta. I'm just saying you can't just all put it on Arteta, because if you look,
you can when you have interviews with Jurriën Timberley saying, "Oh, I couldn't even walk before the Champions League semi-final," and he said, "Oh, I need you, Jurriën, and I need you to play," and he manipulated him into playing. Oh, and then he came back from international and said, "You need surgery," and Arteta said to him, "Can it wait?" Well, technically, right. Well, then you can wait. This sort of that you can't do that stuff. Pep doesn't do that. He doesn't run players into the ground. You know what I mean? This is the problem. When I talk about rotation, it's not making 10 changes for a cup game. It's from the second game of the season, you make one change. Next one, you might make two when you take them out here and there. Don't play Zubimendi at home to Sunderland. Don't play Rice at home to Burnley. You know, you don't need, and even then, you shouldn't be playing two defensive midfielders anyway. So I'm not coming over here to give it all the hold that and hold this, because I still want us to win the league. The furthest I've gone is 60-40 that we would win it. And that was the only reason I gave us the extra 10% was because of City's form. It wasn't because of our form, it was because of City's form. Now, do I think they'll win their last 8? Technically, probably not, but I think they could. But I think we've got another loss and maybe a couple of draws in us, because I said after the cup final, it's total capitulation now. It's going to be total capitulation because the players are dead on their feet. The ones that are coming back, it's like a conveyor belt. Okay, well, it's no coincidence that Calafiori gets injured in training and suddenly Hincapie's back. He was meant to be out till the summer. No, he's back on the bench. He just replaces them. And the problem is that Zubimendi's played 1,000 more minutes this season than he's ever played before. Now, we can say we have more games and all that, I get it. But he also has covered more ground per game in the league than any other player. You have to protect him. You have to give him 1 or 2 games off. You can't keep doing it. And every year he does the same thing. 1 win in April he's had in 6 years. 1 win in April. Arteta's. That's unforgivable, because the same thing happens every single year. Because he flogs them into the ground. We start to burn out. All the players coming in are injured. And it happens. So my thing with him is that he's been backed enough. And what I said when I said he has to get another year if he wins the league was, technically he has to. But if it was up to me, I'd still sack him, because I just don't see this progressing. And if other teams get stronger, which they will, and if all these rules come in about time wasting and stuff like that, and all the injuries, and there's only 1 or 2 of our forwards that I keep. To me, it's just the capitulation that I thought would happen this season has just happened a bit later.
I think I honestly think
Shane, Brandon, do you guys not have the same fear that I have, that even if we don't win nothing, there's a possibility this guy won't be sacked? That's my
Dan, he's staying there. He's staying.
No.
Yeah.
Don't say that, Shane. I don't think he is.
Shane, they're already lining him up for a new contract.
No, Brandon, if you read into that, right? If you read into that the way they worded these journos, man, was at the end of the season, they will discuss it. They will have discussions about a contract, not discussing discussions about a contract. That means what we already knew. If he wins something, he'll get a new contract. If he doesn't, they'll probably bin him off. That's all that means. It's just confirmed. That's
I don't think so. I don't think so. Arsenal, very clever. You watch them over the years. Yeah, they put little hints out there. Oh, we'll put this little hint out there that we'll potentially talk about a contract to Arteta in the summer.
See the reaction.
That's already going on behind the scenes, bro. Trust me. Yeah,
but they're testing the reaction.
I'm not so sure, man. Look,
let me say this, Dan. Yeah, let me say this. We as fans, yeah, if we don't win this league, if we don't win anything again this year, we as fans, even you, Positive Dan, yeah, will probably be saying, get rid, yeah, bring somebody else in. The question is the Kroenke saying that, or are they happy with Champions League football like they was under Arsene Wenger for years and years and years and years? And this is the question.
That was different, though.
In our eyes, Arteta's not doing his job, because he should have won trophies by now. He's had enough money spent.
They said at the start of the season it's trophies. They said at the start of the season it's trophies.
Yeah, I think if we don't win
with Wenger, they hadn't pumped 1.3 billion in. I'm telling you, man, there's no way. And they will see the injuries. They'll see the young players not getting progress. They'll see all of that stuff, and they'll go.
But this is also why I think they need to move him on, regardless whether we win or not. Because when you look at that squad and how it's crocked, and then you look at the players that are not crocked and they're not good enough, we've got so much work to do. It's almost like another rebuild. If we continue on like this, with this same style, and I don't believe, like everybody else, that it's going to change all of a sudden next season. We're going to be playing this free flowing, attacking football. I believe that if Arteta stays, we'll play a similar brand of football to what we played this season. Yeah, with this same squad again. I don't even think Arsenal are finishing in the top 5, and that is me being honest. I swear
Well,
to
that's
God.
what I said that before this
The fall
season.
off is coming,
I think I
boys.
was a year off. I just think I was
It's
a year
coming.
off.
It's coming. Football
didn't
works
see.
in cycles.
I
Let me
didn't
tell you
just
this.
fall off with the other teams.
Dan,
Dan,
let me
where
tell
do
you
you
this.
stand on? Where do you stand on it if we were to win the
Football
Premier
works
League?
in cycles, yeah? Yeah. Do you feel like this is like if Arteta wins the league, do you feel like this is the beginning of a cycle, or do you feel like this is the end of a cycle? Because to me, it feels like the end of a cycle. It feels like he's taken us as far
I
as he
think
can
it
go.
all depends on who goes out and who comes. If he wins the league, it all depends on who goes out and who comes in the summer. If we get a Kvaratskhelia and an Alvarez, then I'm not even sure that Arteta can fuck that up that much. You can't fuck that up.
Oh, we can.
Would have said that
Oh,
about
we can.
Would have said that about Eze.
I
He
hear
had
that.
Aubameyang playing left wing back.
Kvaratskhelia left Napoli because he didn't like tracking back as much
Mm.
under Conte. He ain't coming to work under Arteta. There's no way.
My
Absolutely
worry
no
is
way.
if he does stay, is that players like Havertz and these type of man, they're not going to be moved on.
No,
That's
they
what
ain't.
that's
And
my
these
main
are
concern.
decisions that we've got to make in the summer because
They
Havertz
can't
has
be
2
moved
years
on.
left on his deal. Odegaard has 2 years left on his deal. Martinelli has 1 year left on his deal. So what are we
Yeah,
moving
like
these
Shane
players
said,
on? Or
Havertz
what?
definitely can't be moved on
Odegaard
280
either.
bags a week.
Odegaard's injury prone now as well. He's dropping every his injuries every year have gotten gradually. With 22 games he's missed this season, he's breaking down every time because he's been flogged into the ground as well, and his reputation's gone in the bin, and his wages are massive. Same with Havertz,
Boys,
same with Jesus.
what do you think? What do you think about Sunday now? That game, obviously, how because look, I'll take you back to 23, 24, and I think we were, was it 2 or 3 points ahead of them,
and we should have played for the win.
A draw was, yeah, if we went for the win, we win.
And we had them on the ropes. We had them on the ropes in
yeah,
that game, and he
and
fucking
we ended up
chickened
drawing
out.
the
We had
game
beaten them, we win
0-0.
the league. Yeah.
But if we win our next 4 or 5, was whatever was left, but we
Then we
lost to
slipped
Villa.
up to Villa.
I think it was 5 left, and we lost to Villa and won the other 4.
Yeah.
They won all 5.
But
so, how would you guys be? We kind of know what he'll probably do, because if we get a draw, we'd still be 6 points clear. They win their game in hand, it'd be 3, but we'd have 4 games, and if we win them 4 games, we'd win the league. So going into that game on Sunday, let's just say Man City win tomorrow. How would you approach? Would you approach that game by saying if it's 0-0, if it's 0-0 with 10 minutes to go? What would you be saying if you was the manager? If it's 0-0 with 10 minutes to go?
Do you know what? Do you know what it is? I think that even if City don't win tomorrow, I still think they're going to win the league because, like I said, I think we've got a couple of draws and another loss in us. This downturn in form for me is only going to get worse because the players are like Declan Rice, man. He was limping around the pitch. We all saw it, and that's been for a while now.
As well, Rice.
Yeah, because he can't do it though, Dan. His body's in bits. You know what I mean? He can't. It's like Saka. I feel for that kid because he's trying to do what he used to do, and his body won't allow him to do it. You know what I mean? So I feel for him, but unfortunately, you do have to, be ruthless. But the thing is, if they were to slip up tomorrow, you'd be going, yeah, I'll take a draw. But if they win, I mean, to me, a draw is not good enough. But people don't seem to realize is they're going, oh well, the goal difference for 6 goals ahead. Well, if they win by 2 tomorrow, they only have to beat us by 2 to equle the goal difference, and then a goal scored, they'd be ahead because it'd be a 4-goal switch.
Yeah, the goal difference is listen. They've got game. They've got
so if they get
one of their games Palace at home, they could easily put 4 or 5.
The problem with this game is the
confidence.
Mindset.
I'm not confident over the goal difference.
I can see a 3-0.
We know for a fact. We know for a fact that Arteta isn't going into that game to set up to win. No. And when I say set up to win, I mean throw a spanner in the works. Yeah, play Odegaard and Eze in the midfield. Make Pep Guardiola go, shit, they're playing 2 attack-minded midfielders in midfield. What? Yeah? He ain't going to do that. At best, this manager is going to try and set up for a draw. And that is going to fuck us because City are going to have all the ball, all the attacks. Yeah, they're going to play the same style that they did against us in the cup final, knowing that we can't get out. And eventually they will score.
And
I don't see us winning at the Etihad at all. I genuinely don't.
No, I don't see.
I'll be shocked if we win at the Etihad. I really will.
I don't see it going. And I'm with Realist Dan as well. That I'm worried about Sporting. I was amazed that they set up the way they did because I thought we were there for the taking. Now I know Raya got mad in the match and stuff like that, but I think now after seeing the way since the cup final that what Pep did with just line up your forwards and don't bother pressing the keeper because they won't know what to do. And when they do finally play it into Zubamendi, you just get right in on top of them. If not, they'll play it long to Gyökeres. If he does win the header, which he rarely does, we're going to be at the second ball anyway because all their players are pushed up towards the keeper and you just go straight back at them. If Sporting were at that game, which they will have scouts at that game, of course they will, at the Arsenal-Bournemouth game, they'll be going back licking their lips going, you know what, if we set up like that, we get the first goal. If they score first at the Emirates, you wait and see how shaky it gets in that stadium. You know what I mean? Like it did today.
Tell you, see, that Carabao Cup loss, it weren't just a loss. Man City
that's what we were telling
showed
people,
everyone the blueprint, of how to beat Arsenal. Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's what these teams are now doing against us.
Not just that, we've got to play Newcastle at home. Yeah,
Palace
that ain't
away
going to
on the
be
last
easy.
day. Glasner's last game.
Newcastle over the years has caused us no end of bother. I know we won away against them at St James's Park earlier on in the season, but again, that was it was a bit of a scrappy game, scrappy 2-1. I can see a draw in that. West Ham away. I mean, they're still going to be fighting for their lives.
And
they've been another problem team for us over the years.
And what we've got to take into account on top of that is who's going to be fit for those games. We've still got to think about who's going to be fit for those games. Players are popping down left, right, and centre. Is Saliba going to be fit? Is Gabriel? We don't know who's going to be fit come the end of the season. Players are dropping down right now. I'm telling you, like flies. It's crazy.
But sorry, Dan. But when you're naming players, and I'm not trying to be like just all doom and gloom here, but I'm not trying to be a smart ass, but it's genuinely easier for me to pick the players I think are fit because we know that Ben White's not. Saliba's been in and out of the team. He's had an ankle injury since Anfield. Right, he's going to need surgery at some point. I'm not trying to be doom and gloom. Gabriel was being rushed back twice. He missed the game. He's back in. He's got an ice pack on his knee. You know, Lewis Skelly's fit just because he hasn't played. Zubimendi is dead on his feet. Royce is clearly carrying an injury. Odegaard's injured again. Eze's come back 3 weeks early. Saka's out again. Again, I'm not trying to be doom and gloom, but what do we have left? And this was the best squad in Europe, we were told. And I told people, I said it's numbers, but it's not quality. Madueke is such a bang average player. Like he's such a bang average player. You can put up for him all you want, and he's got a trick in him, but he's got no end product, and that's the most important part.
I was sitting there today, and
I'd say you were going mad, Dan. I'd say you were going mad looking at it.
I said before we got the penalty to the person next to me, and I said, I don't see us scoring. It's weird because we scored the most goals in the league, but I don't see us scoring. And the only way I said, thank God we got that penalty because it might give them a kick up their arse. And
it was our only shot on target for
Dan, we got even worse after we scored the penalty.
I'm not big on XG. I never have been. But our XG from open play today was 0.19. 0.19 from open play.
Well, the penalty was our only shot on target for over an hour.
Yeah.
That's horrendous. Like, but with Madueke, like if you go around any league in the world, even any division, there's tricky wingers like that all over the place. It's the end product. It's the end product that separates them, and he doesn't have it. It was such a weird transfer for me, even at the time.
Do you know what's funny about all this, right? In the summer, we were saying we need somebody who's going to come in on that right-hand side, provide proper competition to Bukayo Saka.
Was the important thing, wasn't it?
Etc. etc. We got our left wingers, we got Trossard, we got Martinelli. All right, they're not the greatest. They might have to be moved on in terms of their quality soon. But we got 2 players for that position, and we got 2 for the. I'm looking at it now, and I'm saying, get rid of Madueke, get rid of Trossard, get rid of Martinelli, get rid of Jesus, get rid of Ben White. I'm naming like 10 players that we need to get rid of in the summer. 10. Mm-hmm. That's a rebuild again.
But that's criminal, and about 8 of them are almost unsellable because of.
And funnily enough, the player who actually can provide proper competition for Bukayo Saka on that right hand side, because I'm taking Dowman out of the equation for now. He's out on loan.
Yeah, for me that was Bertha though. That was Bertha going because they got 3 million for that. That was him going. If you're not going to use him, I'm putting them out. You know what I mean? That was him stepping in, going. If you're not going to use him, fuck you. Yeah. I got to recoup some money here because his job rests on these transfers working out. You know what I mean? That's why we got him, because if you look at Atletico, all the time he was there at Simeone, he signed an array of strikers from target men to tricky wingers or to false nines. You know, you're talking your Alvarez's and all these guys, a mix of them. 90% of them succeeded under Simeone. Regardless, he changed the system to suit them every single time. Where he's buying these players and they're just being squeezed into positions that don't suit them or systems that don't suit them. It's very hard to find a forward that Simeone.
Would you have Simeone? Shane, would you have Simeone?
Yeah, in a heartbeat, yeah.
Regardless of the football and stuff, you take Simeone and then
no. You see, the football under him, I don't want to say it's a myth, right? Because it is quite haramball, but it's not as bad as this. It's not even close to. He plays 2 up front. He plays. It's hard to play boring. It's like the old Arsenal team under George Graham. Near the end of years, it was boring. But 1991 was one of the best footballing teams you've ever had. Because if you have players like Paul Merson and all these guys in your team and Rocastle, it's hard to play bad football. He still plays 2 attacking wingers and 2 forwards all the time. You know what I mean?
Well,
they do get
more
goals.
expansive than they have done in the past, but they concede a lot more goals now, Atletico. But I've always been an admirer of Simeone for sure.
Yeah, it's more the attitude.
A lot of people say no way. A lot of people say no way.
No, he wouldn't be my first choice, but I do want a manager that comes in that's a hard bastard, and the last thing that he ever wants to do is a press conference. Right? That's I want them. Most managers hate them. Our lad loves them. He adores them. Can't wait for them. I want a manager that he just doesn't want to be there. That'll say it like it is, and that he's just a winner. George Graham's first words when he took over Arsenal was, "I'm here to await the sleeping giant," and that was just like, right, we're going now. I need that, man, and not just false promises. It's that, and then I'll finish on this: a manager that improves players. Now, Arteta's improved defenders, but he's never improved the attacking player.
And that's why I'm desperate for Arsenal to go and get Enrique. And people are going to say,
"It'd be unbelievable." It'd be unbelievable. Dan, if you think
that
I'm
is
negative,
a mad thing. But
you see,
look,
with the likes of
Enrique's
us, so long we felt like this, it starts to drag you down a bit.
He's on 11 million a year. We pay Arteta 15 million a year. There's even talk that he may get a bloody pay rise. I don't know, but go and give him 20 million a year.
Enrique didn't sign a new contract.
Look at the football that PSG play. They very rarely get. Imagine Enrique with our defense. Yeah, because the defense is already there. Yeah. Imagine Enrique now sorting out
Wenger when he walked in. Like Wenger when he walked in '97. No, that'd be the same thing. The defense is there, and he just has to build the attack.
Yeah,
be unbelievable.
It'd be great.
Let's say PSG can win the Champions League. Do you think he'll come to Arsenal?
I think he'd be more likely to leave if they win it again.
You reckon?
The thing with managers I've
done it now.
Right? I don't care who you are. Yeah, Enrique. He
would be the first manager to win it for them, and he might want to be the first manager to win it for Arsenal. But listen, we're still in the Champions League, and we still could go and win the Champions League, and we're very much still in the Premier League title race. That's for sure. There's, a lot of people saying Dan's changed his tune. Listen, I'm dejected. We've just lost. I still believe firmly that we've still got a big chance.
You'll recharge your batteries tonight, man. You'll recharge your batteries tonight.
You know what, Shane? This is I'm telling you.
Do you know what it is? Enrique,
I don't think there's no way back for positive Dan after this.
No.
Just real quick on the old Enrique thing, right? Enrique's done it at Barcelona. Yeah, so he's done it in Spain. He's gone over to PSG. He's done it in France. At some point, that guy is going to want to manage in the Premier League. Do not Arsenal. Let that guy go to Man City.
It's over.
Do not let that guy go to Man City.
It's finished.
Yeah, because remember how it was with Man City. Man City, yeah, they had Mancini. He won them the first league, and then Pep Guardiola came available, and they went right. Thank you, Mancini, but we're taking Pep Guardiola.
Pep Guardiola leaves. If Enrique's about, they won't play games.
We probably had an opportunity at that point to go and get Pep Guardiola ourselves and move on from Arsene Wenger, right? We didn't take it. Yeah. Do not let that happen again, Arsenal.
No, 3 times Klopp, Ancelotti, and Pep Guardiola we've missed out on. It's different history. You give either of them 1.3 billion, and that golden generation of young players that come through. It's over, man. And again, I'm not trying to bash Arteta here, but it's just that this is what we see. And do you know what it is with Enrique? I wonder if the City job, if he might prefer Arsenal just for the sheer reason that he's done Barcelona after Pep. And if he does City after Pep, it might just feel like he's coming in and just doing what he does. I wonder if he'd like to go up against them if Pep's staying, or even if he just want to go up against City. I don't know. I wonder if he'd like to go to the team that hasn't won it and try and win it with them instead of going into the best this time, because that's Pep's. The only sort of blot on his copybook is people will always say, well, he was always
and
the
this
best
is the
team.
thing as well. Imagine a manager like him, right? He'd be a legend at this football club. Let's say we don't win anything this year. And it still remains for Arteta. If Arteta wins the Champions League for Arsenal this season, he should have a statue outside because he'd be the first Arsenal manager to ever do it. No. I know you disagree.
The league's harder to win.
That's the truth.
Harder to win than Champions League.
Yeah, no, but the point being is that if Arteta was to win the Champions League this season, he should have a statue outside of the stadium because he's the first manager to ever achieve that for Arsenal. Well, now imagine Arsenal don't win anything this season, and Enrique comes in and he wins as a league, and he wins as a Champions League, and he does well in the domestic trophies as well. You got the opportunity there as the manager to be a legend at this football club. He comes in to Man City, and pretty much he'll be judged against Pep Guardiola and Pep Guardiola's achievements. You ain't really got that at Arsenal, so he could, there's the incentive there, not just the money, not just the players, but also the fact that he could turn us into a formidable force, which is what we've been looking to do for
that's
years.
the point I'm getting to. I wonder if that would attract him more, the fact that he could build his own legacy.
So what about I said it to Dan earlier, would you guys take Klopp? I know people are saying he wouldn't
in a heartbeat. Do you know what's funny, Dan, right? People say, if Arteta wins the league this season, then do you sort of rate him among the same sort of as Jurgen Klopp because he only won one league title at Liverpool? He won fucking everything at Liverpool, guys.
Yeah, it's different.
He won everything.
The only thing I will say with Klopp is it would be the wrong time to get him because he runs his players into the ground as well, and these players are all pretty much ruined. You had got him a few years ago, yes, or in a year or two when we have a rebuild. But he's known for that. Every club he's been at, every 3 years, he has to kind of rebuild them a bit. He had to do it at Mainz, he had to do it at Dortmund, he had to do it at Liverpool. But because of the gegenpress thing, they cover so much ground. So I don't think his system would work.
I just don't think it's
realistic. No, I don't think it's realistic. I think when he says, I'm not going to another English team, he means he ain't going to go back. I think he's going to Atletico. That's where I think he'll go.
JT says Enrique, Tuchel, or Conte. Big up JT as well.
Conte's a bit of I'd take Conte for a year, maybe 2.
That's all he'd probably
last anyway. He'd win shit. He'd definitely win shit, but he's a bit of a lunatic.
Depends what you're looking for.
And this is what I don't want here. I don't want Cesc Fabregas. Sorry.
No, not a chance. Sorry.
Not another trust the process merchant. I ain't waiting another 6 years for a trophy. Fuck.
I want a winner and someone that has no ties to the club whatsoever. No
that's
past
it. That's
ties
what we need.
Yeah.
Facts. Big facts.
Look on that, and look. I even think that it's a bit for us to be talking like this while we're still in the race for a. By the way, I'm going to hold my hand up to that we shouldn't really be talking about future managers because we can still win 2 trophies. Do I think we will? No, but I mean we are 9 points clear. But like if City go and slap them tomorrow, you think you feel bad?
Look, we've never in our whole history been in a essentially we're nearly in a one leg in a semi-final of a Champions League and obviously 9 points clear in the Premier League. Anytime we've been this far, we've been out of the Champions League. So, look, there's still everything to play for, but obviously it does, we can't lie. It feels like deja vu. I think had we won a league title before, we wouldn't be sitting here. There's no chance, had we won the league last year or won a Champions League, no one would be sitting here having this conversation. But listen, we were having these conversations even when we were playing well and winning games. So I think that conversation's always going to be there with.
I think you could take it a step further back, Dan. I think you could say that if we'd have been winning League Cups and FA Cups along the way, nobody would sit here having this conversation. The biggest problem is he ain't won nothing for 6 years.
Yeah, that's the issue.
And Dan, you was right. You see, before the League Cup final, you was saying that this could be the most important. This is the most important game. And it could galvanise us, but after the game, you sort of changed your tune. But now you've seen the collapse after the Carabao Cup. You was right, Dan. It was very important.
I think that's what got to a few of us. If you want to say, I don't like saying different sides because we're all Arsenal fans, but it was we stuck by what we said. This is so important, and then when we lost, we were furious. And then when people tried to defend it, I think that's what winds us up the most. When people start going, you know what, it wasn't that big, or it's just a 20 grand cup, and it's that sort of hang on, and it's the manner we lost.
I never said anything like that over that sort.
No, I know, but people do dismiss it then, and then you go, the gals of this world and all will dismiss it, right? But then it's the manner we lost. Like, and I said about 4 months ago, I said this is the only. I adore the FA Cup, but at a certain age, the older you are, the more you.
Yeah, I know. Me and you said the same thing. We spoke about.
I said this is the only season ever where I would prefer the League Cup over the FA Cup because of what it would mean when we can win it. The fact that it's earlier in the season and it could be such a big thing. And I genuinely think if we had won that we wouldn't. We mightn't have lost today. There would have been that bit. I still think the players would still be running into the ground, but they would have had that bit about them. Just to go and push it over the line. Just that little bit about them to go and push it over the line because we just look devoid of ideas. But the problem is, and Brandon touched on it, is that the players are so programmed that when it goes off script, They don't know what to do. I mean, even if you look at the Forest game at 0-0, we got a free kick in like the 95th minute, out about 20 yards outside the box and to the right. And Declan Rice had to look over to find out whether he should cross it or not. And you come on, man, like this is too much. I'd swear that if Arteta could have it, they'd all have earpieces. If he could get away with it, they'd all have earpieces, and he'd have the fucking thing, and he'd be like left, right, forward. But it's crazy.
Did you see him on hey Shane, did you see him on the touchline today? A man possessed. Yeah,
it's too much. It's too much. And
it's like an orchestra.
If you go on the Arsenal website, they've had it for years. Bench cam. Fans sit there and watch the highlights of just him running up and down the line. It's just a camera on him, and people go
when
in.
You've got a set of players out there that are already nervous. The last thing you want to see is your manager going mad on the touchline.
Yeah.
Big up everyone, man. 157 watching, man. Make sure you smash them likes.
Get in. Go on, the boys.
If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel as well, man. We'll be back here again on Monday as well. Should be a good show. We'll probably have Jez on as well. Guys, how you feeling about the Man City game? I touched on it before. We kind of drifted. Just focusing on that game now. How do you think he will approach it? And how would you approach it?
He'll play for a draw. He'll play for a draw. No matter what had happened leading up to it, he'd play for a draw.
And if we got that, if we got
he's never won there. If we got the draw, I still don't think it'd be enough, because, like I said, I still think we have a loss, minimum one, and a couple of draws in us. Because what we saw today was what we saw against Southampton.
Let's go through our final.
I don't even, Dan, I'm not trying to be smart, but I don't even, no matter who it is, I just think that's where we are now. I just think the players are dead on their feet. I think the mentality's gone. I think they're terrified. You know, you saw Odegaard in that fucking game against Sporting when he doesn't want the ball in the opposition half because he get pressed. He put one ball into the box and that was a free kick.
Yeah.
I have a pass map of him. It's horrendous. It's all back into his own. He doesn't even want the ball.
Odegaard as well,
he's terrified, Dan. He's terrified.
The Danish manager come out and said he's got a knock, and I thought he just played in the Champions League for us.
Or the Norwegian manager, yeah, but he got a knock in that game. He got a knock in that game. He went down holding his knee, but Arteta's made him play on for another 15 minutes, then took him off like he always does. He got a knock in the game. His knee again.
Let's go through the games that we've got left. Let's go through the games that we've got left. Man City, then it's Newcastle at home.
That's a loss and a draw.
Then it's Fulham at home. Then West Ham. Then it's West Ham away. Then Fulham at home. Then Palace away.
Fuck.
So let's go. What do you think, Man City guys?
I can't see no wins.
I'm not confident in any of them. City. I don't think we have what it takes to go there and get a win. We've never won there under Arteta. Never. Same with Anfield.
No, we've not won there since 2014.
Yeah, that's the problem. You know what I mean? So
very close last season, but yeah.
Yeah, look, but we're always close, aren't we? That's the problem.
I think the best result we can get at the Etihad is a draw.
We're not going to.
But we're also liable.
Can you see us scoring more than one there? And do you see them scoring less than one?
Guys, just prepare for the loss. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I agree, Dan. But trying to take a little bit more of a positive sort of
set piece, we could win there.
I don't see us.
Are we going to hold them off for 90 minutes?
I've got to be honest.
I'm saying if the game's 0-0 and we score an 83rd minute.
But that's what I mean. I don't think we'll hold them off. Right? I can't see them not scoring, Dan. That's my thing.
There's been times, you know, in Arsenal's history in 1989, you know, we should have had the league wrapped up early and
different mentality.
I'm pretty adamant that we will draw against Newcastle and we will maybe get a draw at West Ham as well.
And we'll draw with Fulham at home as well.
Fulham always have something.
I think we'll beat Fulham at home.
I think I do have to say though, looking at the game, 6 games left, I do think we could easily, you know, Shane's right. You could win one, draw one, and win the other 4. That could be enough.
It could be, but
it could be.
That involves us not losing the City.
You know, Bournemouth, as good as they were today and as poor as we were, and listen, there's no excuse. We're at home. We should be beating them. They've not lost in 13 or 14 games. City have to go to Bournemouth as well.
Yeah, but like they don't look. But the thing is, like even I did a show yesterday morning, and I pulled up a tactics board and I showed what I was worried about happening. And the first goal was a carbon copy of it. It was a carbon copy of it, and it's like, how can I see that? You know what I mean? Like Kenny was pointing it out the weeks leading up to as well, because Ben White's so shattered that Saliba keeps having to go out to protect him, and there's big gaps in the middle. Just play mascara. Like there's certain decisions, Dan, that even yourself you'd have to go, Ben White's dead on his feet. Why is he starting?
Listen,
Just start
I wanted Mosquera to start, and you
I
know,
know,
what,
but that's what I mean. Like,
he
but
actually had a decent game midweek, Ben White, but
yeah, but that
he
was
was
the only
terrible
one.
against Southampton. He was terrible there. I
yeah.
can't understand why Mosquera hasn't started
Do
either
you know what's
today
mad to me as well?
or
Like
on Tuesday.
Mosquera, we all remember it. Yeah, Liverpool, Anfield.
Yeah,
Saliba gets injured in the warm-up. Mosquera steps in, and we're all thinking, "Oh no,
and he
this
was
could
Yeah, he
be
brilliant.
played well.
sticky."
He played well. Yeah.
And he was brilliant. He was great in that game. He almost stepped in seamlessly. So why hasn't the manager used him more?
Because he made a
Skelly,
mistake against Newcastle.
yeah, Lewis Skelly's barely been used this season. Barely been used.
It
The
hasn't been
guy
used in
started.
midfield once,
He
man.
started at the Bernabeu and was one of the best performances that I've seen from an Arsenal left back.
He started today. I think he was probably one of our.
He was
Probably
one of
one
our
of the
better
only.
players, I think.
Yeah, he was
Today,
one of our
Lewis
better
Skelly,
players.
yeah, he was,
Yeah, for
he
sure.
Yeah.
was, yeah. Trying to drive the
Norgard,
ball forward.
every time, apart from Southampton, every time Norgard stepped into the team, he's done a job. He's not the most fantastic player in the world, but he keeps it simple and he does a job. So why can't these players
But
be used
just
more?
to touch on that though, Brandon, because when we lost to Villa in the lead up to that game, I was saying to start Norgard ahead of Zubimendi. Not even just about resting Zubimendi. I just said they are one of the best at the high at pressing high, and he's not good on the press. And he got eaten alive in that game. But Bournemouth, I think, have the best record for the high press. They got us in the away game that we beat them in the end. But remember, Gabriel get the ball away, and they were high pressing us. They have the most success with it. So why would you play a player who's not only shattered and was sent home injured, but is not good in the press? It just boggles the mind. Just start Norgard. Not just to rest Zubimendi. It just makes more sense tactically. This is why we get so annoyed, because we see it happening over and over and over. And sometimes, a lot of the time, you get away with it. More often than not, you do. But we see it and go, well, we got away with one there. We got away, and you can't keep doing it because there'll be times when you don't get away with it. And that's the problem. Just once or twice, we get all four of us here. If we know who's fit, we'll basically pick the 11 before the game every time. We'll get it with maybe one away. Maybe if it's Martinelli or Trossard, we might get wrong. But if you know who's fit, you'll guess the starting 11.
And then also off the pitch as well, right? I want to ask this question. Any time that Arteta has done something out of the box, as you would say, in training, have we actually won a game?
No.
Because
We're talking about the pens.
he played "You'll Never Walk Alone" through the speakers. We got battered by
4-0.
Liverpool.
4-0.
Yeah,
That was his fault as well, because we were playing well and then he wound the crowd up.
He did the light bulb moment. I can't even remember if we won that game. Yeah, now we're walking around with biro pens and playing a TikTok.
Oh, the big screen. Did you see the big
On
screen?
the big screen.
Showing the Dayton show and all on it.
Yeah, and singing about
I don't
players.
know why
Like,
that, if you're going to do that big screen thing, why does that have to be done for the media to see? I don't know what that's about.
That's why, though. See,
I don't know why he's doing these things anyway, Dan. I've got to be honest.
It all started that season when they had the cameras in for the documentary. And I'd swear he spent more time going home thinking, what gimmick can I come up with to look? Like Rosinho's the same. Rosinho's with all that bollocks all the time. They're too busy thinking of gimmicks. What happened to an old-fashioned manager? Just give them a bollock and make them do a few laps, and you know what I mean. This sort of stuff. Oh, we keep it behind closed doors. I get that to an extent, but yeah, I don't know. These gimmicks do my head in, man. But that's just my hatred of modern football. It's not just him. It's across the board.
I think we win 3 of them games. That's it.
What are you? Where are you seeing them 3 wins, Brandon? All
Burnley,
I can see is Burnley.
Fulham,
Burnley, and
Palace away.
I think regardless, yeah, because like I said,
the only way we win Palace away is if City have already won the league.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. Arsenal always turn up on the last day of the season, and normally it's when we've already fucked it up.
Yeah,
and yeah, all of a sudden,
the problem is though, if we had won the last 4 games, several of them would look easy. You know what I mean? You'd be going, right, we're on form. If we were bopping teams off the park, you'd be going, we'll smack Newcastle, we'll smack Fulham, West Ham, fuck them, their relegation, we'll do them. Burnley will put 5 past them, and Palace, who are Palace. But because we are where we are and all the players are knackered, you're thinking...
But this is only our first league loss since when was the last one? United.
But but it's the timing though, Dan. That's the problem. Like we said,
It's
one
with
win.
the other games. It's with the other games with it and the timing. I know.
It's the timing because, like
listen,
said,
it wouldn't surprise me though if we went and won 5 of them games though.
It would surprise me very much. Very
surprise you.
We've lost 3 of the last 4, mate.
I'm looking at them games. I think we could beat. You look at them.
Did you think we'd beat Bournemouth today?
Burnley, Palace. I think we could win. The only game I look at, and I wouldn't be confident going into the game, would be Man City. I still expect us. I mean, we're going to be favourites for all of them other games, right?
With the bookies, maybe.
Sorry, Dan.
I
I don't know
suppose it
what you've
depends.
seen to make you believe we can win these 5 games that you're talking about, bro. I'm
Because we
sorry,
won the
Dan.
most games this season, Dan. We listen. It's
We've
not.
been
It's not all over.
scraping
But it's
past
when it
Saying
a
matters,
lot of
though,
those
Dan. This is the
games.
we
problem.
might scrape past them games again. Listen.
But
We go 1-0 up against Newcastle. I think we win the game. Same as any of them games. If we go 1-0 up,
The
you know, it's,
problem with
But
these
problem is
teams
think
if
of
we
the
go
there,
1-0
previous
down.
seasons, though. We should have beaten Villa at home. We didn't. It's always at the time, and it's the pressure that gets to them. It changes the whole complete.
Yeah,
I've said
the
this before.
pressure, 100%.
If you play pool or darts or anything like that, and you're practicing on your own, you're pinging them in, you're potting, you're clearing the table. You put a fucking 50 quid on the frame, and you're potting the black. The pocket looks tiny. It's pressure is the difference, and our players aren't used to it, and the manager's not. So that's the only problem. Like, if you look at since Arteta's come in, they're saying that he's been top of the table for longer than Pep Guardiola since he's come in. Guardiola's won 4 leagues in that time. He's only been top for 13 days in May. You know what I mean? So when it matters, every single time it happens. So that's why we have PTSD and all of that stuff that we say.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see them rolling over today, you go, well, we've gotten very lucky in a hell of a lot of games this season where we've played like that and the set pieces worked. And I told people,
Chelsea,
as soon as they dry up, we're in trouble. There's been so many of them, Dan. There's been so many
Arsenal
of
at
them.
home to Chelsea. I'm looking at the
Wolves
games
at
now. That
home,
was,
own goal. Come
we
on.
scraped over against them. Brighton just about scraped over them. Everton left it to the
Yeah,
depths. Max Delman
yeah.
got us out of trouble. I don't know what you're seeing from these last games to make you believe that, Dan. I'll be honest with you, and I said it before the Bournemouth
Now,
game.
listen, I'm
Got a
looking at the
bad
season.
feeling in
I'm
my
looking at
stomach.
the season as a whole, Dan. We've
Doesn't
scored
work
the
that way,
most
though.
goals. We've
It
won
doesn't
the
work
most
that way.
games.
If we
We've
played all those
accumulated
teams early in the season, I'd agree with you. When the pressure's not as heavy, I'd agree with you. But when the pressure's on, we're a different team. And when we're
And I'm
knackered at the end of the season and
That's-
injured,
I'm looking at
that
these
is-
Man
that
City
is true.
games. I'm looking at these Man City games. They could win all of those games if I'm being honest with you.
I think they win 7 of them.
Include one of them's
I
Arsenal.
have
you're
a
saying, yeah?
feeling they might do all of them.
Yeah, I think they win 7 of them, and I think they maybe drop points against Bournemouth away. Apart from that, I see them winning.
That'll be
the
enough.
rest of the game.
That'll be enough.
Maybe Everton
Yep.
away. They might as well.
Yeah,
And possibly
Everton are
tomorrow.
tough. Everton are tough.
Everton a
tough.
very, very tough game.
But to see that again, I don't mean to keep beating a dead horse, but we all know, and I know it's not the same City team and all of that sort of stuff, but in general, this is where City are strong, and this is where we're weak every single season. So that's why you look at theirs, you go, oh, well, they might do this. And with the thing as well with Pep is, and he does it every year. People were telling me after Christmas, oh, you were saying Cherky was playing really well. Why is he being dropped? I said, he's not being dropped. He's being held back. He always holds back 2 or 3 players. Like he's done it with Foden. It hasn't worked with him. And Reinders, you'll probably see Reinders a bit now in the last few games of the season. He always holds players back around the Christmas period and then unleashes them at the end. And they have the players like he's done it with De Bruyne one year. He did it with Gundogan one year. He did it with Mahrez one year. And these lads just ball out for the last fucking 8 games.
Don't be surprised if you see Foden go and score a brace.
That's what I mean. That's and Cherky and Haaland,
Mm.
they're hitting form right now. And if the two of them start linking up, there's 4 or 5 games there that they could be out of sight within the first 20 minutes. And then they just start popping the ball around.
And you know what it is? Do you know what it is? We've got a massive game on Wednesday. And
Yeah,
we've got
and if we get through that, then we've got Atletico or Barca.
And they've got to rest all their players. So
yeah,
City
and they've been rested throughout the season as well.
Dan, just go back to the Arsenal fixtures quick.
That Newcastle game's looking tricky. Very tricky,
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
We got quite lucky away. It was one of Odegaard's rare.
Look,
good
if we lose to
performances
City
that came
and then you go to the Emirates and it's a must-win game, 5:30. Fucking hell, mate, that'd be some fucking.
I'm going to the Newcastle one. I'm going to go to that one.
If
You know what? I am happy that them 2 games are both at 5:30, though. I'll tell you that, because it just gives it that little bit more edge under the lights. Them sort of games.
If it goes the way that
but it'd be fucking better than 12:30, Shane. I can tell you that.
Yeah, no, 12:30 we're always terrible. Always.
If it goes the way that I said, where we draw at Newcastle, draw at West Ham, lose at City, but win our remaining 3, we lose the league by 1 point. Man City wins 7 of their 8.
7 and draw 1.
7 of their 8.
Yeah. But also,
I actually think as good as we are at home. Sorry, Shane. Them away games. I actually think them away games, right? Look, Palace, I think they're going to be in that. They're hoping they're going to be in that conference final. But Palace away and West Ham away, I think they may actually be less pressure, from the fans and not having a 60. For that Emirates, there's something about it, man. It just gets eerie. I remember Villa being there when we lost 2-0. Today, last year when we lost to Bournemouth, I don't know. I don't know. Them away games might actually be easier games than it. I'm looking at them.
You said the vibe went right there today, innit, Dan, when you was down there?
Look, listen, I don't want to say that because I don't want people to think I'm making excuses for Arteta or the team, because I'm not. But it is strange when you get to the stadium or even half an hour before around the area. And I know it's 12:30, but you think if we win today, we can go 12 points clear. You'd expect it to be a bit of a like a big atmosphere, a bit of a carnival atmosphere. Everyone sort of. But listen, we're all nervous. That's probably
I
what
think
it
it
is.
just proves that the vast majority, regardless of how much they puff their chest out, they feel what's happening as well. They just don't want to admit it. That's the only problem. Otherwise, and do you know what I hate about this guy? Telling the fans to give them something to cheer for, play some good football. He didn't have to tell the fans in 22-23 to be electric. We were getting called the best fans of the season and all that.
We were. We used to go down and
because we were. Yeah, because we were blowing teams away, though, Dan, and we were just attacking all the time.
We were scoring early as well.
If you pay £100 to go and watch a play and it's shit, I mean, you're gonna get bored. You're not gonna get into it. But he has to let them play. They take a couple of long shots. He should be telling them that in the first couple of minutes. Go out, slap a few shots, get the crowd. Even if it goes wide, you get the crowd going. And move the ball quickly. So it's very hard to get up for it when you're sitting there and then you're 20 minutes into it.
I'm there
and they're playing it back to Ray again. And
what annoys me about him. This is what annoys me about him. He's always looking to the fans. He's always coming out. Oh, we've got to do it together, guys. Bring your shin pads, guys. Bring your lunch, guys. How about you give us something to believe in? What did them players and that manager give us to believe in today? Absolutely nothing.
No. I'd say it was a struggle for you, Dan, to by about when we were sort of 1-1 in the second half to really get into it with the way.
A bounce, guys.
It was.
Big up, Brandon.
Nice one, Brandon.
Love, man.
Yeah, it was. You know what? Sometimes when I'm at the Emirates, I just kind of know, and
you can feel it, can't you? The first couple of minutes, you know.
There's just we didn't look like the superior team. They looked like they looked better than us. So when you're watching a game, no matter how much we're the favourites and we're at home and we're top of the league and we're meant to be the best team in England, you're watching it and you're just thinking. Doesn't feel that way. Good. And you know what? I'm not going to lie. I was thinking when we got a corner, that was the most excited I was getting.
Yeah. And
fans. When we got a corner, we might get a goal here. And listen, a lot of those corners did change games for us throughout the course of the season. Yeah. And I remember you saying it, to be fair, Shane, that they could dry up and then what? And we've not scored a corner since Chelsea. We've not won a game. And we've won one game since.
Yeah, that was the thing. We were taking the lead in games with it and stuff like that, and that's a big difference. Taking the lead. If we had taken the lead today, moments,
and obviously Saka's delivery.
That's a big thing. That's a big thing. But for me, I was thinking, right, Bournemouth haven't played in 28 days, right? Which people say that could be a bonus or a hindrance, and I said it'll be a bonus the longer the game goes on. But the first 20 minutes, they can play as many games behind closed doors as they want or play with their country. But if you've gone 28 days, it's going to take you a few minutes at least to get into the swing of things. And I was saying, we need to come out of the traps in the first 10 minutes and blitz them before they can get up to speed. But we didn't. We let them get into it. And to me, these are basic things that you should be telling your team to do, just like protecting Ben White. I mean, Saliba's getting dragged over. We can see it. And it takes them too long to cop it. Like, on the flip side, if you watch that the PSG-Liverpool game, they surprised Enrique by going with 3 at the back, right? But 10 minutes into it, it was figured out already. Dembele was dropping really deep, dragging Van Dijk with him, and then Hakimi was pushing up into the forward position, and Van Dijk was having to go back, and they just shredded them. Now, whether that was on pitch or manager, either way, the decision was made very quickly, and they completely changed it. I just find with Arteta, a lot of the time, it takes him too long to figure something out. Like this thing now where what City did in the cup final. Will he figure that out next game if City do it again? Will he have a
that's what they're going to do, rinse and repeat. But with Arteta's tactics, he's just one way, man. It's just plan A, mate. That's it. It's plan A. That's what it is. And he doesn't know how to change when he's in trouble. That's the problem with Arteta. Not good enough. Not good enough.
It's rough. What time? I think it's City's 4:00 tomorrow. Was it 4:30? I think it's the last game.
4:30. What are you predicting for that game, guys? You think City are going to beat them?
I think they will, yeah. I think they will.
I think they will as well.
I think that's a big statement if they do.
Listen, there's definite hope watching that game, 100%. Chelsea, they could get something, but...
Depends what Chelsea turn up.
Exactly. Look, Cole Palmer could do something special. You just never know,
Exactly.
What I was looking at with these Man City games as well, all of these teams that they're playing bar a couple, are fighting for something. Chelsea, Arsenal,
Yeah.
Everton are trying to get in Europe. Brentford are trying to. Bournemouth are trying to get in Europe. Aston
Mm.
Villa, they're all
Mhm.
fighting for something, but that may not be enough with City, because if we're taking anything by the Carabao Cup final, Dan said it, I said it. Whoever wins that Carabao Cup crown, that's going to give them
Mhm.
confidence and push them
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the spring in their back right now. Then they're going to beat Liverpool 4-0, boss them, silky football. We can't even say nothing about Liverpool weren't good enough. It was just they were too good.
Someone put this here. Do you know? I always check the fixtures at the start of the season to see our last 5 games compared to Man City's or Liverpool's, and I looked at it and he said Villa will beat City, and I did look, and I thought, I know they're at home, and listen, they played them a few years back, and
they'll be in the Europa. They'll be in the Europa final. Though, remember that.
They could,
They're going to win that, so they will be in the Europa final. They'll probably make 11 changes. They might be fighting
for a top 4 or top 5 place. I do,
but you see, they'll get Champions League if they win the Europa and a trophy.
Yeah,
and that's Emery.
listen,
He'll make a
be
ton of changes
on that.
Yeah,
more than likely. But it's one of the bigger side, one of the tougher games for them to play. Although they're at home, Aston Villa is not an easy game, so that could be a game that Man City could slip up
and
on.
if Aston Villa go on a 3-4 game run and they've wrapped up bloody top 5 by then or whatever it is, they won't put no one out if they're in the final.
I think regardless, I think even if they could still get top 4, if they were just out of it, I still think he'd make a load of changes and want to win a trophy and get Champions League that way. Emery's trophy madly.
Yeah,
facts.
Good point.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and watch the boxing now, lads.
I'm gonna like it as well. Cheers for that, lads.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Shane. Can you let the people know your channel?
Yeah, Shane Gooner, of course. Yeah, Shane Gooner. I'll be back for the full Irish tomorrow morning, as always.
What is it? You've been going live every morning for how many days now? Are you still on that train?
346 or something like that, I think. So
346 days every morning. Shane's live, man.
You see, I work from home, so I work my own hours, so. You know what I mean? I can fit it in when I want. And I do the school run, then come back. It's all set up, and then I do a bit of work after. But yeah, trying to do the 365. My missus bought me. She was away on holidays about 2 years ago. She bought me an Arsenal jersey with Odegaard on the back, and I just went, I am never wearing that, sweetheart. I'm never wearing that. What? Like, I thought you know me. She's a big Arsenal fan. I thought you know me. So, oh yeah, I didn't even think. So I'm going to give that away to someone in the chat for the 365. But yeah, it's all a bit of a
big
laugh.
up my missus as well. I just got a message saying I've been ignoring her, man. I apologize.
Yeah, mine's away. So
I just messaged her now. She said I thought you was asleep. That's what I do after Arsenal lose. I just go straight to bed. Listen, make sure you go and check out Shane's show tomorrow at 10 a.m. and make sure you come and check out our show Monday. 9 p.m. we'll be live.
We need to learn how to. I need to learn how to do raids as well, innit? If there was anyone live, we could have raided someone. I don't even know how to do that. New to this. But yeah, for the future, it's been good, guys, man. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe.
People, get us up to that 2K before the season ends. I think we've boosted up to like 1840 or something tonight, so we're nearly getting there, guys. So like and subscribe. Shane, thanks for coming on.
No bothers.
Nice one, boys.
Love, man. Bless up.
Later, people.